That's not it at all. Anyway, it's been a while. I am Purplite.
What's up? I'm ClearPearl.
Yeah.
We're doing Dragon's Dogma.
Doing Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, now that we're
How long has it been?
Like at least 3 weeks, I
At
think,
least
since
3
we played Dragon. Yeah, because like last week we did nothing because Spacey was getting married.
No, congratulations to her.
And the week before that was Cuphead.
Oh, congratulations to Spacey!
So yeah.
Did you hear Cat?
So yeah. No, I heard a vague scream.
Said congratulations to Spacey.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's getting the congratulation.
Yeah. The congratulation. Yes, the wedding was very fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it was like 90% people I knew.
Oh, well.
So like.
Why wouldn't you love it then?
Well, it was a family-only wedding.
It's not like you're Purplite and don't like most of the people you know.
Yeah, I like my family. Yeah. So it was fun for me as someone who has family that he likes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I appreciate that.
Nice.
And yeah, we missed out on what's it called? Elden Bing.
Elden Bing.
Because a dog died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Elden Bing is just like Yahoo questions or Yahoo answers.
What's that, young whippersnapper? I used to tell people the news. Oh. Okay. Thanks, Grandpa.
News is a bit of a stretch.
No, wasn't that its thing? It was like the Yahoo News?
Yeah, but like...
I saw your mother use Yahoo News.
Yeah, and she's a boomer.
Gotta love him.
Yeah, no, she has a Yahoo email because she's a boomer.
Crazy. An actual Yahoo email out in the wild.
I know, right? Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's really more like, hey, I've been using this email for the last 20 years. Why should I change it?
I don't know. To stop looking like such a fucking boomer?
Right?
My shirt's been working since I was 17. Why should I buy a new shirt? Well, you've gained 30 pounds, so.
There's holes in the shirt.
How you been, man? It's nice to be back.
Doing fine.
It's nice
doing
to be
good.
Making jokes again.
Yeah.
You know I'm not allowed to make jokes on my daily, day-to-day.
Yeah, you get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Maybe you should work for Southwest. There are a lot of jokers on Southwest flights I've been on.
What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean?
Like, you know, like this is the pilot speaking or whatever. Like, they always have some kind of joke.
Alcohol. Okay, fine.
What part of alcohol don't you get?
Yeah, woman. Alcohol.
Give me alcohol, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, have you ever been on a Southwest flight?
No, actually, wait. Which one is Southwest?
It's an airline.
Yeah, but which airline? Which one of
Southwest.
the billions of airlines? There probably aren't billions. Which one of the trillions of airlines are?
It's called Southwest. That's the airline. I don't know what you want from me.
But what do you do when you get on? Because I've been on the one that like they're like, nah, no first class, egalitarian. Everyone just gets a seat. Is that Southwest?
That's
Southwest.
Yeah,
okay.
you get assigned a number and you stand in line and it's just first person who walks in grabs whatever seat they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Southwest.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just asking because I had no idea.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm a child who has never purchased an airline ticket myself.
Well, you
and
haven't had much
get
reason
this,
to.
probably never will.
Fuck traveling. You got shit to do.
Brother, have
Yeah.
you seen the price? You probably have. You just had to
I
travel.
have. Yeah, I
Airline
had to
tickets
travel.
suck.
Yeah. In January, I had to go to, or was it? It was February. In February, I had to go to California. For my
Oh,
cousin's
even
wedding.
bigger nightmare.
Yeah,
God.
and it was pricey. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, it's okay if you don't want to get a gift. We know that like airline tickets are expensive enough." And I'm like, "Yeah."
I
gonna
am
argue
the
that one.
gift.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not arguing that one. That's for sure. You're lucky I'm showing up. The airline tickets are expensive as hell.
What is it
But
with
yeah.
weddings this year? I guess
Well,
everyone
because-
expected to die last year, so.
Well, no, it's just everybody's weddings had been delayed for the last 2 years.
You know, that's also a fair one, and
Yeah,
much more
so-
happy than my thought.
Yeah.
My premise
Yeah.
is a little depressing.
Yeah, your premise is like why everyone got married before World War II.
What's up, Cat?
It's like half and half for me. It's like, yeah, you kind of thought everything was gonna fall apart, so you're like, well, I better just do this now. But then also
Better
at the
get
same
hitched,
time,
yeah.
everything does relatively feel slightly better than it did in the past 2 years. So
Yeah, except
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
you know, my
The
economy.
economy?
My economy.
Economy.
My economy.
Oh.
Bo-do-do-do-do. My
I gotta
economy.
say,
Do-do-do-do.
I gotta say, economy's not doing so hot
No,
right now.
no, Hey,
But,
this ain't our first rodeo.
yeah, exactly. Like I was alive during 2008. You know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
See,
But,
is that worse or better that we have experience?
I'm pretty sure it's worse. Statistically speaking, this isn't supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
Not this soon. But
Well,
you know,
I mean, well,
it happens.
I see. I don't think this just might sound a bit controversial, but I don't think
Yeah.
2008 was as radical a recession as people were kind of making it out to be. And
Well, sure,
I might be
but, like-
completely talking out of my ass.
Yeah, I mean, you were like 13.
I was a child at the time.
yeah.
I'm talking out of my ass.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, like, all
Maybe
I
it's
know-
also just in comparison to the forecast of what's about to happen right now.
Yeah, like I think we might be in a worse one than
Because like
2008.
I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, well, I mean, when you look at the previous one,
Yikes.
looks like child's play.
Yeah. Man, I'm so used to losing money. It's a surprise I'm still alive.
Anyone got a good price on gold?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna end up one of them prospectors out in the woods
Sorry.
with
Sorry,
one
there's-
tooth and a fucking
There's
pitchfork.
no gold standard anymore. So.
Well, the gold standard is the gold.
Yeah. But
See,
we
that's
don't-
why
we don't
I'm
do that
tossing
anymore.
all my shitty USD and putting it into the thing that matters.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I just do a big circle? Where am I?
Have you watched Parks and Rec?
Huh?
Eh?
Technically?
please pace
Technically?
yourself.
What's in there? I don't want to get trashed.
You have
did
to
you
live.
put in
You have to,
this?
you have to stream for
What
3
is-
hours. You don't want to be unconscious.
She literally hit me with a lot. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's mystery booze. Because you were so rude to her before, she's not gonna tell you.
All I have are pickle chips in my stomach. It's gonna kill me. I want to know if I'm about to die or not.
That's a risk you'll have to take, I guess.
I guess.
But the reason I brought up Parks and Rec was there's an
Yeah.
episode where
No, it's
esta-
vodka. You can't even taste the alcohol. Ugh.
it's established that I forget the guy's name, but Nick Offerman's character, the burly like
Rain Swanson.
Ron Swanson, yes, that guy.
There you go. How'd
yeah,
you forget
he-
Ronald Theodore Swanson?
it's been a while since I've watched the show too. But there's an episode where it's established that he just has like a shit ton of gold buried in like the forest somewhere.
Yeah. It's good. It's good for you.
Yeah, yeah,
You
I know.
should.
He's
You
yeah, and, like,
absolutely should have just a shitload of gold buried
yeah, and he
somewhere.
like he's like, how am I gonna afford this like new family I have? Oh right, I have like a shit ton of gold. Yeah, it's like fucking sitting there doing nothing.
Well, I mean, better than you know.
Not having a pile of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if you didn't have a shitload of gold and
I'd
you were
rather-
in this economy, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Come
I'd
on.
rather have an obnoxiously large pile of gold in my backyard than to not have that. Yeah. Oh,
It
you
just
getting your
seemed-
ass whooped?
No.
Looks like Worm Foul Butt's hurting a little.
No.
Don't worry about it.
No.
What are we?
Didn't even happen.
Do you remember at all what we were trying to do in this playthrough?
I think I was wandering to try and level up.
Oh, okay. Because like I made the
Back it
post
up.
about it. Like I don't know if you saw the post I did, but
I saw it, but I was in the middle of doing a thing that required my
Yeah.
absolute attention.
right.
So all
yeah,
I saw was
no,
it pop up, and I was like, "Fuck off! I can't make it."
Let me read to you what I said. I said, "Who will win? Purpleite's devout obsession with the story, or the weeks-long period where we didn't play the game and forgot everything?"
See, on subsequent playthroughs, I've started to realize how flimsy the story actually is.
Oh, is it? Okay, because I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
you used to love the story. It was
Well,
like
I
your
do.
favorite
I
video
love
game
the
story.
idea of the story. It's very interesting, but you know,
Yeah.
there's only so much you can tell that story when you have 3 cutscenes and a hammer.
I mean, I suppose.
Also, we just keep
I was-
talking over the cool shit. And I know
That's
I
true.
promised I'd do a bunch of everything. When I fed him a bunch of everything when I was going through what I was gonna do in the game. But you know,
Oh, sure.
I've hit my customary. I'm bored of this game, and
Well, play as long as this gets content, I guess, and then
oh, there'll be content. I at least want to beat Bitter Black Isle, which will extend this playthrough by probably
that's
a few
the
months.
that's the DLC, right?
Yeah, it's the DLC.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I never did that. I think
It's
I
good.
only ever had.
It's good
I only
DLC.
ever played the base game, if I remember right.
Oh
way
shit!
back.
What the hell?
Way back in the day, when
Way
the
back.
when the intro music was cool,
Yeah. the
and
intro
then
music
they-
was cool.
and then they changed it, and I was like, what the hell, man? Well, when Dark Arisen came out, they changed the intro theme.
Oh my god! Get out!
Yeah.
Someone protect the mage! What's fucking wrong with yous?
But Coop Foulbutt's too busy glowing.
Bastards.
Protect the Arisen, dudes. That's like your entire job.
Assholes.
That's literally why you were created.
Why have I given you anything other than buff spells? Buff and healing. That's all you should do.
I thought that's what I was doing.
No, you keep attacking for some reason. I'm like, I
Oh.
do not need you to attack.
Can you, like, I forget, can you, like, control how the AI actually plays?
Probably.
Yeah.
But remember, we created the AI to, you know, emulate you. So,
And I'm an oblivious fuckhead who doesn't do anything.
yeah, you're
So-
just using Brazil over and over again.
I'm
Against,
Donald.
Oh, yeah, you fucking are, you
I'm
Donald-ass
Donalding it up.
motherfucker.
You're using Thundaga instead of Cure. There's this web series I've been following,
Yeah.
where it's like all the Super Smash Bros. Characters are in the same universe and like hanging out together and stuff.
Disgusting. Is
yeah.
that not Super Smash Brothers?
Well, it's like So like in this
I think
world,
that was
it's
called
like
Subspace Emissary. If you fucking buff me right now when everyone is dead, motherfucker, I will throw you in the river. You actual sack of garbage. Fuck you.
oh, poor Koopal, bud. He's doing his best. But
But I guess his best wasn't good enough.
yeah, but recently there's been this like very climactic like fight between like shit, like basically the ultimate showdown, the ultimate destiny. Just, it's just,
You ever
like
seen a
it's
porn parody of that?
there's a porn parody of the
Yeah,
ultimate showdown of the ultimate destiny,
It's not fun.
the ultimate plowdown.
Something like that. I don't
Yeah, all
fucking
right.
know, man.
But
It's,
there's a
all you need to know is it's like actually gross.
okay, all right. Well, there's a scene in the webcomic where like it shows all the healers from all the different like game worlds getting together. They create like this healer force, and it's this is a subtle enough joke that like if you're not looking that close, you'll probably miss it because it's all visual. But like you see all the healers casting healing spells, and in the middle of it is Donald casting Thundaga.
Good shit. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that.
Pretty fucking good shit.
Why is it that no one can seem to program? Oh my god, where the fuck did you come from? Holy shit. Anyway, how can no one program a good support spellcaster? Is it just impossible? When low
yes.
HP, focus on healing. When not, stand.
You know what? Final Fantasy XIV kind of does this, which is weird because it's an MMO, so generally you're not going to have AI helping you out, but when you do have AI helping you out, they actually heal you.
Wow. Well,
That's crazy, right?
The healer, like, has no other skills other than healing, right?
Well, they have some attack spells, and like when you're
Oh
playing
yeah, they
as
have
a
that
healer,
fucking rock.
yeah, they do. Well, I mean,
Summon Boulder.
it gets a little bit more than that, you know, in the later levels, but
Really?
yeah,
Why?
but when you're a healer, it's expected that you're not just healing but also dealing damage at the same time.
What?
Like people like if you're
that?
like it's just like the culture of the game basically. Like if you're in a dungeon and you're the healer and you're only healing, like people will get annoyed with you.
Okay.
because you can do some DPS without, you know, reasonably if you're a good enough healer. If you're new at healing, people aren't gonna like, if you're just like, oh, you know, like I didn't realize I'm supposed to be doing all this other stuff, whatever, and that's fine. Like people are actually pretty nice most of the
But if
time.
you're old hat at healing, they will.
like if you're like a level 90 healer casting cure repeatedly and doing nothing else, then you're gonna be like, what the heck, man? How'd you get this far as a healer?
What if my team sucks?
Well, that's the thing. Then you should be healing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So,
What if
but
my
like,
team is so terrible that I
yeah,
simply
well, that's
cannot spend any other
Yeah.
time?
That's different. That is very different. Generally speaking, the rest of the team is going to be doing their stuff too, and they're not going to be getting hit by every fucking attack like a bunch of dumbasses.
Are you sure about that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like your main job is still healing. You're supposed to keep everybody alive, but when everybody's at full health, you don't need to keep casting cure.
I think I told you about this.
Yeah.
But I've recently gone full degenerate.
You did tell, yes, you told me you
yes.
start playing Overwatch 2.
I have been playing Overwatch 2, and more
Yeah.
than I have been playing Overwatch 2, I've been having a great time with Overwatch 2. Because I tried Overwatch 1 for a little while, couldn't really get into it. Then one of the streamers I watch did a couple rounds, and the chat backseated him into oblivion. So, but, like, he was annoyed, but I was like, oh, I'm learning.
I'm learning.
How do I, This is how you play the game. And so I learned how to actually play the game, and now I'm having a great time. So, there are two things I will say.
Okay.
It's unconscionable what they've done with the upgrades, the battle pass.
Oh, I forget.
Well, go
Is
for
this
it.
free to is this free to play?
It
I
has
forget.
become free to play.
It is free to play. Yeah.
But it used to be $60, and I haven't seen that money anywhere. That's all I'm saying. And
and now it's free to play because nobody wanted to spend $60.
yeah. Well, here's my thing.
Sure.
I just wish that there was any way to get the in-game currency. Period. If I had access to the in-game currency,
right,
I wouldn't complain.
Fair enough.
Just name it, sir.
It's really kind of fucking awful that they would do that. You know? It's like really fucking awful.
Okay.
Why?
So you
Why
can play
would
like
you
a
do
little bit of
that?
the game. You can play a little bit of the game.
You can play the game. You can play the game,
Okay.
no problem. That's not the issue. The issue is that if you really want to enjoy the game, you get some skins and cool things, you know?
Oh,
You get-
sure, yeah.
You typically will want to enjoy,
You wanna unlock stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to unlock things, and you want it to be cool and fun. That's
Yeah.
what you want.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't seem like it's going to be allowed because they no longer allow you to gain in-game. Well, you don't gain in-game currency. Period. You don't even have the loot boxes anymore, and if you want to buy the battle pass, that's like $20, and if you have the battle pass, you can earn enough coins to get the battle pass every 2 seasons. That's you get 60 coins with the battle pass. You get 60 coins a week. How many coins do you think it is for one legendary skin?
Is it more than 60?
It's 2,000.
It's 2,000. So you pay $20 and get 60 coins over the course of a season. So how the fuck? How much do you have to pay? How much do you have to pay for a legendary skin? Like in USD?
Like $20.
Is it 20
It's
bucks?
100 coins for $1.
Wait.
You get 60
Okay, so-
cents a week.
You get
Child
60
slaves earn more than Overwatch 2 players.
That's so amazing to me. Oh my god.
It's like actually
That's really bad.
Come on, like this is fucked up. This is not okay, right?
Okay, so it's 2,000 coins, and oh my gosh. So okay, yeah, that's like $20
Yeah.
for one fucking skin.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's like not okay.
I thought like $5 for a Smash Bros. Character was kind of pushing it.
Right?
And that's like a playable character with different moves
so
and stuff.
fucked up. It's so
Holy shit.
fucked up. It's actually
God.
fucked up.
Wowzers.
I don't know who to go to with this information because on the other hand, I'm like, well, it's kind of your fault for playing a Blizzard game. You know?
Yeah, but don't you have phones? You know, like.
Yeah, it's not you have a phone. Look at this.
I'm surprised-
Blizzard on a phone.
I'm surprised BlizzCon is like still a thing after that.
Right?
Like I can't believe that like they didn't just fucking burn themselves alive after that.
It's just too much money in it, man. You know?
I guess.
Just too much fucking money.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's sad. It's like actually sad. Just I desperately want to love the game. I do. And I like it. I'm having a great time. I really am.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that I cannot get anything. I physically cannot gain anything.
That's fucking wild to me. Because like I've played free to play games before, and like
they're bad, but I've never seen one just go, no.
Yeah, like
you
I
want
used to
something? No.
Yeah, like you want to unlock literally anything? Nah.
They're literally treating me like a fucking Cockney orphan. Like what the hell? This is bullshit.
We need to go back to Fall Guys.
Didn't Fall Guys don't they have
Okay.
I like Fall Guys, but didn't they have something where they like injected the thing that they needed more desperately than anything else?
Well, they went free
to play. Yeah, but they also like they added the thing.
You're gonna need to be more specific.
I know I do, but I just don't have it in my brain right now.
Oh, is it I think it's an Epic Games thing now.
Self-made levels. Custom levels.
Wait, they have custom levels now?
I think they added them in. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Doesn't that sound great?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I love me some custom levels.
I would love a customized Fall Guys level.
Can you imagine?
I think you can put them in the pool if people like, upvote them, and give them enough updates, and they put it in the pool for you to actually encounter it in a random game.
Can you imagine like the aggravating like saltiness of like a Mario Maker playthrough, but Fall Guys?
That is exactly what I think the game truly is. It will add longevity because now you'll have something for the hardcore players and the loser baby players.
All these like masochists who are like, I'm tired of jumping in my Fall Guys game. We're sliding now. It's all sliding,
baby. We slide now.
It's all sliding and bouncing. That's all we're doing in this level. You're not allowed to jump.
Speaking of sliding, I've been playing Sly Cooper.
Wow, what an amazing segue.
Thank you. I appreciate
Which one? Which one have you been playing?
I beat Sly 1 because, I can beat that one in a day still.
You can beat that one blindfolded at this point, probably.
Yeah. And I've been playing through 2, and, the thing that really surprised me is that video games have gone down in quality because this one just fucking holds up.
Sly Cooper 2?
I play games from 2015 and I'm like, this is kind of boring. I play Sly Cooper from the buttfuck nowheresville of 2000 something.
2005 or
2002 to 5. The PlayStation 2, we're on the 5th one of those.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, well, now this just works.
It just works.
Yeah.
I've been getting that vibe while playing through Wind Waker again on stream.
It just works.
It holds up, man. I mean, like, there's obviously some problem, the things that people complain about.
The item shit.
Yeah,
but that's that's a Zelda thing in general that I'm not a fan of.
Well, the thing that people have been complaining about for 20 years, because Wind Waker's 20 years old now. Which is the fact that it can get a little tedious.
What the hell is going on?
Ah! Why can't you see anything? What the fuck?
Oh god! Someone hit me with a smoke screen.
Oh my gosh!
Oh shit! What the fuck is going on? Someone
burn the smoke so you can see. That'll work.
Someone, anyone, turn up the brightness. Hold on. Let me see if that works. There's no way this is gonna work, right? Hold on. Brightness. Okay. Bump it to 20. Wait, hold on. No. Confirm.
Does that actually work?
We're about to find out. Okay. Honestly, like, it doesn't not help.
It kind of makes it look worse.
It kind of makes it look... It definitely looks worse, but it does... I can see through it a bit more.
A little bit, I guess.
Like, you can see the surroundings and the trees.
Yeah. Are you not
But
able to see?
it definitely shows more. Well, I'll put it back because you know I don't want to cheat.
I mean, this also just looks like garbage.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're going back.
It's like putting a flashlight in your face. I'm all for higher brightness in my video games, but this is too much.
No, I can. Yeah, it's about the same. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they took away my magic.
What, the fog?
Yeah. The fucking fog took away my magic.
It's like the fog in Wind Waker. Holy shit, we were just talking about Wind Waker.
Wind Waker fog.
It was we were just doing that yesterday.
We're talking about that.
We're in the dungeon where that happens. You go in the fog and you can't do shit. Yeah, that's Medley's dungeon, where like you go in the fog and you can't like do anything.
I am so smart.
Yeah.
I am so smart. Oh fuck.
You have the game ingrained in your brain the same way I do.
Honestly, not really. I don't.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound fucked up. I don't know if I've ever beaten Wind Waker.
Well, you at least got far enough to do Medley's dungeon.
Well, yeah, I remember hitting the you know, the
part that
Triforce.
everyone complains about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got about like 90% of the way done. You're just like,
Okay,
hey,
we good now?
I have a controversial opinion. I like that part of the game.
I think in the modern day, I might like it more.
Well,
you know?
it really encourages like exploring everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's like that's how I play video games anyway. So like collecting all the Triforce pieces was just like, oh cool, I get to explore some more.
Yeah.
I definitely see why some people were complaining about that. It can get a little.
Oh my
tedious.
god! Did you see that? He
But
just
I
fallen the
over?
fuck over.
Yeah, he just fell over. He's just writhing on the ground in pain now. I hope you're happy.
What a baby. Get over it, Stinky.
Stinky.
Oh my god. Speaking of Stinky, did you hear about that porn star, what broke her asshole at TwitchCon like 2 weeks ago?
Oh, she a porn star?
Yeah.
I thought she was just a Twitch.
No.
I thought she was just a Twitch affiliate or whatever.
This is why I don't I don't understand why nobody seems willing to call her a porn star. Because she's like openly a porn star.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
She's a famous porn star.
I didn't really know who she was. Like, I just knew that she was, a Twitch partner or whatever, and she.
Well, she's also a Twitch partner. Like, no one's denying she's a Twitch partner.
Yeah.
But she's also a porn. She was a porn star for a long time before she was a Twitch partner.
Oh, okay. Well, she apparently broke her back in like 2 places because of the foam pit.
Do you know what happens? Do you know?
Well, apparently
how stupid it was.
So my understanding of it is that in this foam pit, the bottom of it was cement.
Apparently, it wasn't cement. It was very hard rubber.
It was very hard. It was just like something you shouldn't be jumping onto.
Probably.
So yeah, so she got pretty fucked up by the foam pit.
Yeah, she shattered her spine in several places, and I really enjoyed her one of her tweets, which was, yeah, so I shattered my spine. I had to have it all fused together. I have nerve damage in my bladder, which means no more squirting videos, probably.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Squirting takes too much out of her, I guess.
I assume. It's an unfortunate loss for the whole family.
I didn't really... Her family-friendly OnlyFans.
But yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
And then, did you also hear the other absolutely fucking wacky shit with Amaranth?
Apparently her husband's abusing her, from what I've heard.
So, it's actually way crazier than that. Yeah, he's totally abusing her, but apparently he was the one actively, quote-unquote, encouraging her to do all the titty streams. And essentially, it looks like...
Because he likes titties, like...
Well, like, he... as she put it, he built an empire on her body. Or built an empire from her body. One of those words.
Okay.
And ended up... And he was like, and I will tear it all down. I'm gonna donate $250,000 right now if you don't pick up the phone in 5 seconds. And I'm like, well, he seems stable.
Yeah, he seems like a normal person, yeah.
But yeah, it's like really fucked up.
Yeah.
And apparently she hasn't been allowed to sleep more than 4 hours a day for like years now.
But is he like her manager?
Yes,
Like...
he manages the money. He manages everything. He's the one that like has forced her to. This is weird. He's a pimp. Not
like,
the good pimp. There's
like,
rarely a good
like,
pimp, but you know.
Sounds like
not the funny
behavior.
haha pimp. The oh my god, you're abusing women pimp.
Yeah, that's. I mean, is there a funny haha pimp? What?
Yeah, like the one on Boondocks.
Oh, well, I haven't watched.
Like a pimp named Slickback. Yeah, he's funny.
Oh, okay.
He does
I'll
still
take your word
abuse
for it.
women, so I mean.
Oh well, I mean that's part of the.
That's
the,
kind of the whole.
charm.
The charm. It's kind of the whole point. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's the legal pimps in like Vegas. They're probably all right.
I don't know, man. Have you taken a look at those quote-unquote legal sex work areas?
No, I haven't. I just know, you know. I mean,
it's still not great.
well, yeah, but like they're sanitary at least. So you
Look,
know.
I'll just leave it at I found fungus growing under my refrigerator at one of my previous stores, and the health inspector gave us a 99 out of 100 on our health rating. So you tell me whether or not I should trust fucking health code regulation.
It's a good point. Good point.
Where am I going? What am I doing? Just fucking around.
Just fucking around and finding out.
I really am just fucking around.
You got a quest or something you could be doing?
I do. I gotta get to the Witchwood, but I've forgotten where the Witchwood is.
Oh, I remember the okay. I remember the witch in the Witchwood was like since I like when I played through the game, if I remember right, I didn't really like do any of the romance options or anything.
Yeah.
So like I was like really confused when like the witch in the witch forest or whatever was
right.
like she like just kind of showed up as like my wife or something like at the end of the game.
Yeah.
My love interest.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the hell? Like I talked to you once.
It's really fun. Did you know at
It
the
was really
beginning,
weird.
when this game first came out?
Yeah.
It was you gain a certain amount of, you know, what's the word? Favor? It's when you talk to someone, they like you more. Every time you talk to someone, they like you a little bit more in the game.
Yeah, like the Harvest Moon.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, sort of. Yeah.
So people oftentimes would talk to Festy, the jester, just to see what he would say.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people ended up with
like,
Festy as
the romantic
option in that super secret scene that we're eventually gonna see.
Yeah. It's very silly.
I think it's hilarious. I would
Yeah.
romance Festy.
The guy's an asshole.
What are you talking about? How's he an asshole?
We saw him earlier being an asshole, right? Isn't that like his job?
Well, I mean, yeah. But I mean, like, that's... If it was your job to be an asshole, then wouldn't you? Like, that doesn't mean you're a bad person.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't fit the job description. I would like cry after being an asshole. You know, like the work pressure would get to me. I'd be like,
sad.
I called him that guy a dick, and now I feel like a dick.
Dude, I feel that so hard, and I know that's a surprising thing to say coming from me. But
right.
I hate confrontation so fucking much.
Right, yeah.
Which is why it's like been such a shit storm. Like, I've had to learn to confront people, and I fucking hate it every time.
Yeah.
But, you know, that means that when I actually finally do it, you know, people typically stop what they're doing. So I do
Right.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
You're good at it.
am I? I guess
no.
I am.
I mean, you just like you said, like they stop doing the thing you don't like, and so
well,
it's
it's weird because back when I had a seriously abusive work relationship with a bunch of managers at the previous store I worked at, we've been over this. It was really awful. But on multiple times, I had to take them individually and be like, "Why are you treating us like this? Why are you doing this? Why are you acting like this? Your managers, grow up. What are you doing?" And I had to take them all in the back. And every time, I remember, it was so weird. This woman who was a shift manager at the store.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, what are we gonna do? You're being rude. It's your attitude." And I'm like, one, you guys are insulting me behind my back. You guys are repeatedly like bitching about everyone on the floor. You're being really mean and really like actively abusive to people. And let's not mention that my grandma just died, because that had just fucking happened. And I literally just threw it in her face. Is this how a manager is supposed to act? Are you kidding me? And she did this weird, it was like a cartoon. She put her hand behind her back in that like childish, you know what like a little girl in a cartoon will put their hand behind their back and like look away and look up to the sky.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, okay, you're a toddler, aren't you? This is one of them Arrested Development cases, isn't it? Okay.
All right.
Could you wait until I leave? But yeah, it was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That whole situation was ridiculous. And I'm glad to be out, but in some ways I'm glad I went through it. Because again, I'm way better at confronting people and not putting up with things that I shouldn't have to put up with. But at the same time, I see similar stuff happening at the store that I'm currently at, where they're just hiring children. And like someone who got hired, a literal child, like 19 years old, got hired, and 3 months later, they're making her a manager. And I'm like,
amazing.
Bro, she doesn't even know how to do the job.
Yeah.
Like,
I would like to interrupt.
like,
I'd like to interrupt for a second.
Yeah, go for it.
So I don't know if you noticed this while the boulders were falling down the hill.
Yes.
One of your pawns just kind of stood there.
Yeah.
And watched as the boulder just rolled down the hill and then smacked her in the face. And just like, she could have just stepped to the left a little bit.
Yeah. It's fine.
Just
man.
wanted to point that out.
It's whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Bagging up. But yeah, no, it's stupid shit going on, and I have no faith that stupid shit will stop. So
I know.
Might as well enjoy it while I'm here.
I know. Shanky, in his infinite wisdom, is leaving said similar job.
Yes, he is
soon. And it's funny like listening to you complain about a lot of the stuff with your work, because he's also told me like a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's just like, wow, okay.
Well, the issue is the company is legitimately good. Like I don't like it because they put forth a relatively decent quality product. Relatively, it's fast food, so let's give some points to the fact that it is fast food. As
far as fast food restaurants go.
Yeah, it's relatively good, and the benefits that are there are really, really nice. And at the end of the day, I can't complain too much because they pay well, benefits are nice, and it's not the worst work that I've ever done in my life. Shout out to that time I had to clean up after a hoarder.
Yeah, I know. I was about to be like, as far as I'm aware, nobody's peed in a cup on your current job.
We can always dream.
It's always possible.
It's always possible. But I ended up. What was I saying? I fucking. It's just the people there are like morons.
Well, yeah.
just morons.
Yeah.
It's just I don't understand why there are just simply no high-quality managers at all. It's actually shocking. I mean, to be fair, I do know the reason. Because the smart people don't go into management at that company. The smart people leave the company.
They're like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna get a real job.
Yeah. And that speaks to a wider issue that is a big problem in the United States in general, with like jobs that should be for children are now taken up by adults that should have better jobs but don't have jobs available to them.
Right.
Which creates a never-ending cycle of like, oh, I guess we're just gonna have a surf class in the U.S. now. Anyway.
Yeah. Kind of how it goes.
No, it's not.
It's kind of how the U.S. works now. Yeah.
I think it'll change. Soon. There's always that low-level, eat the rich mentality of the U.S.
Sure.
So I think that's bound to change. Yeah, well, exactly. We'll get there. Maybe when I'm in my 30s or 40s, but
we'll start tossing tea in the ocean again.
Exactly. You know. That's what I'm saying. What do we have to toss in the ocean this time? Oil?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Toss the Starlink in the ocean.
I actually heard this was something I heard a few years back when I was, I guess actually maybe back in high school, but like I heard a story. Someone was talking about their history teacher and how they were trying to like relate how important tea was in like during the like the Boston Tea Party and everything.
Yeah.
And so what they said was, imagine if out of nowhere the U.S. government started taxing your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It's like that's pretty much the same level.
Someone.
I would riot.
I mean, to be fair, they kind of are. My
well, there's like sales tax.
Well, yeah, but my mother-in-law, she got hit with a ridiculous statement where Verizon was all like, yeah, your bill's going up $10 a month, but it's just because, taxes. You'd have this with anyone, It's just like the taxes have gone up, so we're going to have to increase the price, you know? And we're all off in the corner like, bullshit.
How the fuck high did taxes go?
It wasn't 10, but it was like $12. It was really actually
$12. What the hell? What percentage is that? That's ridiculous.
I think she was paying like $79, $78 or something a month.
And now she's paying like $90.
Yeah, she's paying like $90.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's not taxes.
Actually, it might be $17. I think it went up to like $94.
Oh my god.
I know this just keeps going up. I keep remembering like how terrible it is.
I know taxes are bad, but they don't just spike up like fucking 20% all of a sudden.
Nah. Unless they do. Unless they do.
That's not how it works.
What are you talking about?
No. It doesn't just happen immediately.
Literally, taxes can go up as much as the government says it does.
Yeah, but they don't, because there's economists in the government that aren't complete morons.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're not just wrong. You're stupid. Nah, what the fuck are you talking about? Economists in the government. Brother, the economists in the government said we weren't in a recession.
Well, okay.
Like, literally, what the fuck are you talking about?
All right, you got me there. Still, I don't know, 20% seems pretty fucking absurd by like.
I agree. I'm not saying the taxes did go up by 20%. What I'm saying is, if the ruling class decided it would go up 20%, by tomorrow taxes would be up 20%.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing stopping them.
That's what I'm saying.
Other than angry people throwing tea in the ocean.
There's nothing exactly.
Start throwing their Verizon bills in the ocean.
See, this is why we shouldn't be going all electronic, man. You can't throw a bill in the ocean if it's online. That was
start
supposed
canceling
to
your auto
waste
pay.
paper. Yeah.
Cancel.
Well, that's the other thing. They made her enroll in auto pay, in order to get it back down, like an extra $5. And she was like, I don't want to do that. I just want to be like normal and pay my bill on the 1st every month. And they were like, yeah, but you know, auto pay.
It's easier to not.
It's easier to raise prices without you noticing if you don't check it every month.
No, it's so true. I definitely like that. That has to be why they're so encouraged to do autopay.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. It's got to be. It literally, like, I would go so far as to say it literally has to be the reason.
It's not because it's more convenient for the consumer. God forbid.
No, I mean, it is more convenient for the consumer, but when have you known your average telecom company to do something in the convenience of the consumer?
I've been on the phone before. Anyone who's ever spoken to a customer service robot knows that nothing is convenient for the consumer.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can give you new clothes finally. That'd be nice.
I remember in like the early days of COVID, you know, when like every fucking medical center was overloaded.
Yeah.
I tried making an appointment because I thought I might have COVID to like get a test or whatever.
And they were like, "Please fuck off and take your diseased self to the clinic."
No, like I was just like I was literally like on hold for like 5 hours or something. Yeah. It was ridiculous.
We were like told to go away.
It's like, sorry, go have COVID somewhere else.
Literally, brother, if there's anything that has made me lose faith in the medical system, it's been the response to COVID and actual utter and complete garbage. A bunch of pussy-ass doctors afraid to get COVID, being like, open your mouth, I'll throw some Tylenol from 10 feet away. Like, brother, just tell me to go drink fluids and like, please don't charge me like $100,000.
Uh-huh.
They did charge me $100,000.
That's impressive. They charged you $100,000 for that Tylenol they tossed 10 feet away.
Yeah. 10 grand for Tylenol.
The sad thing is, like, if I hadn't experienced, you know, the medical field myself, I might actually just believe that. Be like, yeah, I mean, like, before insurance, $100,000, that's probably true.
Hello, lady. Lady?
Had you an empty flask, you might fill it here.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna put you over here.
Oh, I think this is a...
Can I talk to you now?
I think this is the girl that... This is the witch girl that the game decided I was into.
I mean...
If I remember right.
She's not as ugly as some of the other NPC.
Yeah, I mean, she looks less like a potato than everyone else, I guess. She's very small.
Look, man.
Look at that. She looks like she's 10.
I can't complain about tiny women.
I know. You got me there.
There's about a foot and an inch between me and my fiance.
Yeah.
Literally cannot say anything. Dating a midget.
Just about.
Marrying a midget.
Yeah.
I'm so glad she's doing other shit right now. Can't hear me.
You can't say that. Can we say midget on stream? Is that something we're allowed to say?
I truly, I want you to understand this. I truly do not care.
I see. Well, I don't know. John Mulaney was allowed to say it in his stand-up special, so.
Yeah. Exactly.
So whatever. Yeah. Oh well.
Like, why on earth would what? Who cares what you're called? I'm so sick of all this bullshit trying to pretend like words actually hurt people. Just get over yourself. Words can never hurt you. They literally can't.
but sticks and stones, man.
Yeah, the end of the fucking saying. What's the end of the saying?
Yeah. Words will bitch slap your mother.
Not quite. Not fucking quite.
Not how it goes? I don't know. That's how I remember.
It goes, but words can never hurt me.
Yeah, but they always just say that to children because, like, they just, kids will cry over literally anything.
No, they say that to children to help them understand that later in life, what people say means literally nothing.
Well,
No, I don't. I just find it ridiculous that people would be so caught up with the words of someone as if they're not an asshole.
Well, everyone's an asshole.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so let's say, as someone with Tourette's syndrome, someone called me a retard.
Yeah.
And? What? Why should I give a shit? That guy's a retard. Yeah. He's an asshole and he's a retard. Wow. That's all I have to deal with. Like that's all the brain space this needs.
Look, all I'm saying is that there is a list of words out there in the world that if you say them on the internet, people get angry.
And people should learn to deal with that. People should learn to deal with the fact that their anger is worth nothing.
It's like pushing a button. Just the anger button.
Yeah, exactly. And if you have an anger button, that's on you. That's your weakness. You're the one weak enough to be offended by a fucking word. I'm just so done with words. I'm done. As a writer, I'm done. I'm done with words.
A writer and a streamer. Words are overrated.
They are.
All my writing from now on.
What matters is what you do, and the fact, like, if you're gonna get upset about words, you've got nothing else going on in your life.
Well, I don't know. I mean, probably not.
I can feel your asshole pucker from here.
I know. Well, here's. I'm trying not to get canceled on Twitch.
But that's what I'm saying. You're afraid of an angry mob coming at you, trying to remove your existence because they're angry at a word.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid is that? Come on.
I don't know, man.
You can admit that it's stupid at least.
Oh, sure.
They're not going to sit here and be mad at you for saying that it's stupid. They're gonna be mad at me for saying the word.
Oh, right, yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna say, I don't care.
I think, I was thinking about this the other day, because this is just how my brain works sometimes. But this was completely unprompted, by the way.
Okay.
I was thinking about how nipples are double standard in the society.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this.
Because it's like
what an incredible scam from all men.
Because it's like they look the same.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. Like the nipples don't look that different, like male or female. Like they're like
you are literally wrong.
They look a little different. But
you are literally wrong.
I'm just saying,
women's nipples are way bigger than. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I care whether or not you show your nipples out in public. I really am not that guy. I could not give less of a shit. However, I do find it hilarious that in the name of feminism, women decided to do something that men would unequivocally say, yes, that's a fantastic idea. I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Free the nipple movement.
I don't understand how anyone could possibly be against the freedom of nipple movement.
I don't think anyone was ever against the freedom of nipple movement.
Well, I don't know. You can get fucking arrested for public indecency if you're a lady and you show your nipples in public.
Yeah, but I feel like that. Here's my thing. I think that should be extended to men. I think that I would more so say that should be exclusively extended to men. I see way too many shitty shirtless dude bros that, with all due respect, are a little flabby and should not be running without a shirt.
I'm just okay, but okay. So here's the thing. So this is the most reasonable argument I've ever heard in this debate because you're not saying that like one should be allowed and not the other. You know, it's just,
well, I do think men's nipples should not be allowed.
You look at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, no one wants to see that.
No one wants to see that.
People want to see tits constantly. No one wants to see pecs.
No one wants to see.
There are regimented
flabby,
locations where you're allowed to see pecs. And this is not one of them.
Yeah.
Ogara.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I've never heard a woman talk about a man's nipples as like sexually attractive.
I wish I had.
You've heard that? You've heard like a woman be like, male nipples are like so hot.
Kat is like weird about it.
She likes male nipples. Is that a thing?
Kat keeps grabbing at my nipples. This is maybe something I should get into. Kat keeps grabbing at my nipples, and I have to explain to her like it just doesn't feel good. Exclusively hurts.
Yeah, it's. I mean, she's just like giving you nipple twisters.
Yes.
Like,
she's grabbing my nipple and like gives it a twist.
Like, give you a purple nipple.
Yeah, it's like
that sounds like abuse.
Just awful. Just awful.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the first I've heard of anyone being even remotely fascinated by male nipples.
She's a weird one, to be fair.
Yeah, she is
so
weird.
am I,
I've met her before.
She is weird.
Yeah. I've met you before too, so you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're a perfect match.
Yeah, I agree.
Just two fucking weirdos just hanging out. Yeah.
But yeah.
Nah.
I
think
yeah, the nipple
I can't
situation I think is again one of those really stupid things
it's just so weird that this is like a thing in society.
I don't even think. I think it's a psyop from the government to have us distracted so that we don't pay attention to taxes.
Well, the thing is, I believe you, but like the government's not really talking about it either. It's just like this is just like the social norm is that like male nipples are fine, female nipples are not.
I just. I agree with you in some
so
ways,
weird.
but I think that I think that's been like long since just not the case. But I agree with you.
Yeah,
I
get
you.
It's just a bizarre thing that doesn't really make any sense. Like logistically.
Well,
also,
yeah.
Like nipples,
I do.
Nipples don't even really like look at like anything. You know, like. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an adult, but
yeah,
like I've never like looked at a nipple like in the wild and been like and been like traumatized, you know.
I haven't been traumatized.
I haven't been traumatized by any nipple.
The only way I could see it spun is like, okay, maybe you're like, okay, you go for the slippery slope, and you're just like, well. If you let the nipple out, then how long until you let the rest out? And I want to be like...
We do kind of let the rest out other than, like, your dick.
That's the thing, brother. Like, have you ever seen, like, Oregon?
The state of Oregon?
Yeah! Have you ever seen Portland?
You're going to have to be more...
Have you ever seen the street... Portland, Oregon.
Oh, I see. Okay, you weren't changing the topic.
Washington? No. Well, yeah. Well, I'm bringing up the topic because, like, brother,
Portland,
people
Oregon.
can just walk around naked there.
Yeah, and that's cool.
No, it ain't. No, it fucking ain't.
Free the dick.
Nope. This is where my prudish nature starts in.
Free that.
Do not free the dick.
Free that. Floppy,
no one wants to see that.
Grandpa dick.
No. No.
It's not hurting anybody.
It is. Look at what happened to the Europeans. They're fucked. They allow nudity and they're gone. Disgusting degenerates.
I've never, like, even as a kid, I was never, like, offended by naked people. You know, like, I've never, like, cared about that. It's just the human body, you know? Like, there's nothing, like, crazy about that.
there's nothing crazy about having a human body.
Yeah.
But I think there is something to be said about some level of psychological damage that comes
Just, like,
from
walking around
seeing
naked.
60-year-old penis.
Have you ever been
I think we can all agree. Yeah, exactly. If you've been in a gym locker room, come on. You're allowed to not like the 60-year-old penis.
You're allowed not to. I'm just saying that they should be free to let their old man balls just hang out high and dry in the gym locker room.
What the fuck are you actually talking about? Well, a gym locker room is a different place. It's
right.
not public. Gym locker room's not in public. One, I disagree with you vehemently. You should at least towel at minimum in the gym locker room. Beyond that, no, there should not be naked people in public.
Remember when I was a kid?
Yes, I was as well.
Yes, I was a child once. I was at the YMCA, and I went to the locker room, and there was a dude who was very clearly, in hindsight, really just impressed with his own penis. Like, it was a very sizable penis. And I'm like 8. And I'm like, look, I turn to my right, and this dude's flopping huge dick is like 2 inches away from me.
I see.
It might have been more than that. I was a kid. I wasn't very good at distance.
To be fair, it might have looked bigger than it was. You were small at the time.
I was. I turned to my right, and there's a dick in my face. and this was like an experience for me as a child because like
and that didn't make you go.
No. I saw it and I was thinking, they can get that big. I was like, wow, that's really big. How do you fit that in your pants?
You know, the good Lord made him squishy for a reason.
Yeah, I know. It's like the good Lord slapped a slug between our legs and made it called it a day.
How do you move? I'm looking it up. Hold on. How do you move those big boulder boys? How do you move the big boulder boys in Witchwood? Weebus, what do you want? Weebus. This dog better not fucking die.
Just like the first immortal dog.
Yeah.
Like how you're the first immortal dude. Yeah.
I've kind of rescinded my whole immortality thing, I think. I got
Life's
older.
too miserable for immortality.
No, not actually, brother. I've become a lot more. Oh, it's part of a quest line that I failed.
Oh, good job.
Huh?
Did you like choose the wrong NPC or something?
Wait, no, hold on. How do I? Wait. Did I fail it? Hold on.
Well, is there a big X?
Hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a minute.
You didn't deliver those flowers, asshole.
No. Whatever will I do?
Now there's a big ass X on your fucking quest log because you didn't deliver those flowers in time.
I know, man. I feel terrible. I feel
Yeah.
Details? Benita. Weirdo. Oh, I failed that. Okay. Where the fuck? Hold on, what?
Man, I thought you captured the guy wandering around in the shadows. You like spent 30 minutes chasing after him.
Oh my god. No, it's at the Way Castle.
Oh, different guy.
Yeah, different guy.
Oh, okay.
Wait, where's the Wilted Forest? That's where it is, right?
Who's a what's a?
Huh? Cue that Mr. Krabs meme. You know the one where he's going like, oh! Do you know that one? It's a good one.
There's a lot of Mr. Krabs memes out there,
It's
but I
the
don't know
one
if I
where
know
he's
that one.
at the Krabby Patty, the color patty area. Oh, you've never watched the show. You wouldn't know.
Oh, I've watched like a few episodes.
Yeah, and shut up.
It was like I know the characters. I've seen plenty of memes from SpongeBob.
He
It
don't
is
know the
that show is a meme factory.
Fuck yeah, it is, man. What a great show.
Agree to disagree.
Brother, it's like actually fantastic though.
Yeah, well, I've never liked it.
You only watched it when you were a shitty, jaded child. Watch it now when you understand like good TV.
I don't know. I guess I could.
Hold on, where's Kat? She needs to take care of this animal.
I think the last time I watched an episode of SpongeBob was in high school. And I was like, yeah, this just isn't that good.
Yeah,
it's just not that good.
it's very good. It's very good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can acknowledge that the show can be funny. Like I've definitely seen plenty of jokes, screen capped from episodes that I've laughed at. So like it's not like the worst show ever. It's just it's just not my taste, I guess. Is really all I can say.
That's fair. Very fair.
Yeah. Also, I'm not as stupid as Patrick. God.
People thought you were. Oh, that's your middle name, right?
And my middle name's Patrick, so like people he's like the
that's
dumb
funny.
starfish.
Be really honest with me right now. How much of that how much of that has to do with your dislike of the show?
It's not 0%.
It's like a Doug Walker situation.
Yeah, the Doug Walker situation. I was thinking the exact same thing. Like he hated Doug because of his fucking name. But no, that's not the only reason. But when I was a kid, that was certainly a reason. No, I just never really liked the show.
It's fair. At the end of the day, I will say it's fair, even if I vehemently disagree with you. Speaking of Doug Walker, do you fucking remember that shit? Like, everything? Do you remember everything that went down?
So, I mean, like, I know, like, there was all that stuff with the channel, but, like, I don't think he was specifically involved with most of it.
See, the issue is that from what I've seen, apparently the issue is that his brother is, like, a massive cock. And, owned half the company.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was like split 3 ways, and they were like, it was him, his brother, and like a third guy.
Yeah.
And
well,
like
regardless,
I thought it was that third guy who was in most of the.
Oh no, you're right. Not his brother. It was the third guy. You're right.
Yeah, it was the third guy that.
The brother was like a normal,
trouble.
Slightly shittier nostalgia critic.
Well, yeah, his brother was just like the behind-the-scenes nerd, basically.
No, he did some videos. I think I remember seeing some videos.
He would show up and
I think he did like some like parody like porn reviews.
Oh, did he?
like he had some,
I never saw any of those.
If this was him, I'm not sure 100%, but I think this was him. But he had some like moniker or like the prestigious critic or the very classy critic or something like that, and he would review porn videos.
That seems like something he would do. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I mostly just know him as the guy who would like occasionally make cameos in the Nostalgia Critics videos, and then otherwise, like his name would always be there as like a writer and like camera guy and stuff, but like he was rarely on screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I learned the business model relatively, probably like 2-3 years ago, and never really gotten a chance to talk about it.
Yeah.
But the idea of something like Channel Awesome is so fucking weird.
Yeah, it seemed like a really...
Well, it's a website where you are backed by a larger company to be able to make videos that are not necessarily on YouTube, but can be on YouTube, but not necessarily on YouTube.
Right. Sure.
Reviewing things, reviewing media. Typically from the 90s, but generally just media.
Right, yeah.
And
So
that was the business model. And no reviewer could review the same thing. They would actively get in fights over reviewing the same thing.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Well, like, they would kind of do fake fights, and it was heavily, heavily disincentivized to review the same thing. Because the business model was essentially made to be like, well, they're all, at the end of the day, the same reviewer. It's all it's a Channel Awesome review. It's not like a Todd in the Shadows review or a Lindsay Ellis review. Channel Awesome. Which is weird. I'm sorry.
Funny you mentioned Lindsay
Ellis.
Funny you mentioned Lindsay Ellis because she was on the Channel Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I brought her up.
Then she left.
Yeah, and Channel Awesome fucking failed. Todd in the Shadows also was part of Channel Awesome. I still watch that guy. He's fucking fantastic. I love his content.
I remember I watched one Lindsay Ellis review after she left Channel Awesome, and I remember thinking like, it wasn't like the funniest video, but it was like it was clear that it basically came off as like a very academic review.
Yeah, like she always had that vibe where she wanted to be not necessarily higher brow, but very like analytical and sort of
and I was like,
this
is actually because like that didn't really seem to come across when she was Nostalgia Chick. And
well,
then,
that's
like,
the issue. She was brought on as the vaginaed version of Nostalgia Critic.
Basically. Yeah, and then she started doing her own thing, and I'm like, oh, this is actually more interesting. Is her actual like intellectual take on something.
Yeah,
it was actually far more interesting, in my opinion. But it's also true that like I haven't really watched most of her work. It's just like, of course, I stopped watching Nostalgia Critic a few years back, but.
Yeah, I stopped watching Nostalgia Critic a long time
ago. I know.
Since before he quit and then came back.
Yeah, I stuck it out a lot longer than most people did. But his newer stuff just isn't that interesting. it's unfortunate, but
well, I think because there's no joy in it for him. He's one of those few creators that his fan base literally told him, no. You either make what we want you to make, or we're leaving. And with all due respect, he's not that good of a director.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. I would hope he would admit that as well.
I think he sort of did, ish.
Well, he brought the Nostalgia Critic back.
Well, he brought Nostalgia Critic back, but he also, like, when he brought Nostalgia Critic back, he was saying, like, oh, yeah, well, now I have a better understanding of the director side of things, and so I'll, be a little bit more fair in my reviews going forward and stuff like that. But I don't know how true that actually ended up being, but
yes, indeed.
Yeah. Oh,
hello.
Okay. So
what's up?
Shanky messaged me.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I just had to wash everything out.
Yeah, no problem. Where'd Weebus go? He's been barking at me.
What?
Give him some pets. He's been barking at me. Well, he's been.
Give Wallace a hug for me.
Hug Wallace. Oh yeah, give Wallace a hug for ClearPearl. I think she put her earbuds back in.
That's a shame. Wallace is gonna go unloved.
How sad.
Yeah, it's a tragedy.
Anyway, back to Nostalgia Critic in general.
Yeah.
In some ways, I feel sad for him. In some ways, I'm kind of like, this is what you deserve. No.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I respect him as like a content creator.
Yeah,
but
of course,
it's true
I
that,
respect him as a content creator. But
yeah,
I've heard enough from the people around that I wouldn't be able to quote it. So don't take my opinion on this. Go look for yourself.
I remember when
I've heard
like,
enough
Google
people be
Drive
like,
document.
this guy's a shithead and his friends are shitheads and we're leaving. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I've heard like it's based from my understanding of the situation is that if you weren't like Nostalgia Critic or his brother or that other guy, then it was just very difficult working conditions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the fast turnaround, I think, was a huge thing as well.
Yeah.
Just very, very strict time constraints.
Yeah. It has been quite a while since I've heard anything about Channel Awesome, so...
Well, I don't know if it exists anymore.
Well,
It might, but
I think he's still. I mean, Nostalgia Critic's still making.
Yeah,
videos,
Nostalgia Critic. But, well, Channel Awesome used to be its own website. It was that guy there with the glasses. That guy with the glasses.com.
Was then became channelawesome.com or whatever, and then I guess I can just look up like channelawesome.com. Is that the URL? Do you remember? Channel Awesome.
It was that guy with the glasses.com. I don't know if they ever changed it to Channel Awesome.
That guy with the glasses.com. Oh yeah, it just redirects you to their YouTube channel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Channel Awesome YouTube channel. That's what it redirects you to.
Well, terrible move.
So yeah, I guess they don't have their own website anymore.
Yeah, it's.
Oh well.
I mean, like,
I remember their website kind of sucking.
Yeah, I always watch
like
them on YouTube.
Like the UI was just bad.
Yeah,
if I remember right. Like
if I remember correctly, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It will always hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah. I mean, I still remember a lot of classic Nostalgia Critic stuff that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
It's just like the newer stuff just isn't as interesting.
Well, I think a lot of the issue stems also from like YouTube essentially losing the copyright issue.
Oh yeah.
So like they can't show new movies. So instead of showing new movies, they do skits. And the skits are bad.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Oh shit. Who this bitch? What are you doing here? Really? I thought you ditched the game.
Who, Mason? Oh yeah, he was the guy that you said that you never see again.
I thought you didn't.
Guess there's another fucking thing involved.
Kina, how you doing?
I hear naught but ill rumors.
Oh, shut up. Do you have a quest? No? I guess I did fail the quest. Alright. Hee, you fucking say?
Hee.
That's what you get, bitch.
Yeah. Well, here she goes. So does picking random NPCs up actually affect like their opinion of you at all?
Yeah, they don't like it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there were any repercussions for that.
Yep.
Just randomly picking people up. All right. Oh well.
Do you know who has survived? AVGN somehow.
Yeah, I haven't watched AVGN in like
a
decade,
either,
but
God
I do know
damn, he is still
makes
kicking.
content.
He still makes like quality content. He's
the,
still like,
actually
doing his thing.
Yeah, the most recent video I watched from him was a few years back, because it like just came across my newsfeed, and I was like, oh
is
yeah,
he's still the same.
He's a person.
Has he changed much?
Well, he's not quite as as he used to be in the AVGN name. He's a more normal dude now, I think.
Fair enough.
But
the video I watched at some point.
The video I watched was actually really cute. It was his daughter made a bunch of Mario Maker levels.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he has a daughter, by the way.
Good on that guy.
Yeah, so his daughter made a bunch of Mario Maker levels, and he was playing through them to see if any of them were literally playable.
I mean, clearly they were playable because she put them up, so...
Well, they weren't, like, online uploaded. They were, like, just saved on...
Oh, my God.
They were, like, saved on his Switch. They were just, like, they were saved locally on his Switch or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was like, let's see if literally any of these are playable. And I don't think any of I think maybe one of them was. I don't remember. But it was all just like a bunch of blocks and shit like all over the place. Just like like a fucking little kid made these levels.
How old is her? Is her? How old is she?
I don't know.
Single digits or?
Yeah. Well, when I watched the video, it was pretty clearly single digits.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, this was a few years ago.
That's
so
an excusable level of skill.
Yeah, like she's like I got the impression that she was a very little kid.
Okay.
Yeah, and she just like pushing the buttons and seeing shiny things happen, basically.
Well, I'm glad for him, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was cute.
Always nice to see someone have kids in this shit day and age.
Right. Bringing in new life into this fucking hellscape.
Brother, it's gotta happen.
Yeah.
And this is the thing I don't get about the fucking antinatalists. I know we're getting immediately controversial again, but
wow, okay.
I don't feel like antinatalism is controversial. I think it's just stupid.
Well, like it's like immoral to have kids.
Well, their thought process is we did not consent to living.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna sue our parents.
You know the random shit that like a teenager would say when they're getting like yelled at for smoking weed or
except
whatever.
they bought a lawyer.
I didn't ask to be born, you know.
Exactly. It's literally taking a fucking 90s cartoon joke to reality.
Amazing.
But this is the thing that I never got about, like, the best way you can help your carbon footprint is not have a kid, or like the best thing you can do for the planet or like for society in general is not have a kid. And I'm just sitting here like,
I mean,
well, you do realize that if you stop having kids, then there just won't be a society.
Which is arguably good for the environment.
Arguably good for the environment, but even more arguably not good for people.
If humans went extinct, that'd be pretty good for the environment, I feel. I mean, obviously...
I don't know if it would be good for the environment, but I think... I don't know. It's a weird thought.
Yeah, we've
would
already
humans
left
leaving
enough...
be good for the environment?
Well,
some environments probably. Like India, they'd probably be a lot cleaner. No shade to India. You have the best food in the world, bar none. But we can all agree there's a lot of trash in your river. We can all agree on that.
Have the highest population of any country.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Like, humans have left enough of like a permanent footprint in the environment. Like we have nukes buried underground and shit. Like,
quick interjection. I saw this post that was like, oh, these are the sayings that will help people far flung into the distant future understand that there's nuclear devices here, even if they can't read or write or if they don't understand. And it was
I watched that documentary. Yeah.
Well, it's like they put phrases like, "This is a place of no honor," and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
That sounds like a cool dungeon to explore.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no way in hell that I wouldn't go and explore the location of no honor.
No, so there's this. I was watching this documentary about it, like in school at one point, probably in high school. And it was like they were really struggling with coming up with things to say to like future societies because like they were thinking like really far in the future, like English is gone, like like
exactly,
the language is dead, and so they're thinking of like symbols they could use to represent like don't touch the bomb,
which just says to me that we're giving too many tax dollars to really stupid things.
But it's like, you know, it's like you'd see like a skull and crossbones, and you're like, I mean, maybe this would work, but like it was true. Like these people are like, we have no idea. We cannot communicate with people we don't know.
Exactly.
we do not know how we can we don't know if any of these symbols will work because we will have been dead for thousands of years.
And I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Fuck it. What's the point of worrying about something like that? Period.
Yeah, the Earth's gonna get sucked up into the sun at some point, like a few billion years or something.
Exactly. Let them figure it out. Losers. Freeloaders. Working off of my tax dollars.
Humans will have evolved by then anyway.
Finally. My favorite spell.
Maelstrom.
The only spell I'll ever need.
Necromancy?
No. Maelstrom.
Oh, Maelstrom, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure how far back the delay was.
Alright, there we go. There we go.
I guess I should respond to Shanky.
What's Shanky doing?
Oh, I asked him if he was free tomorrow so we could hang out and play Magic, and he was like, oh, well, the store that we usually go to isn't actually doing the thing that they usually do. So
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
that's just like, all right, fuck it, we can just hang out anyway.
God, I can't wait to
Yeah.
be nearby and just be able to hang out with friends again.
Right? Yeah.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I miss you. It's been
Right?
like years since I've seen you in person, I think.
It hasn't been years. There was that.
It's been.
Wait, when did we hang out at our mutual friend's apartment? That one time.
That was before he moved, which was like a year ago at least.
Singular.
I think. I mean, everything's kind of a blur the last couple of years.
Yeah, oh, do you want it?
The jacket.
Yeah, take it.
I can take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty warm. I've been living that hashtag.
Are you guys having fun together?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck? Why are you saying it like a toddler? What?
I think.
What do you think? Do you?
I
Do you really?
I'm trying to convince myself that I do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Like maybe if I trick myself enough, I can convince myself that I have free will.
What does that even mean?
Hey, well,
does that
like I
even
said,
mean?
I'm trying to think, and sometimes it doesn't work out.
Do you think you don't have free will?
I have as much free will as anyone else.
That's not an answer.
Let me put it this way. So I believe that I can, make any choices that I want.
Okay.
Those choices just happen to be influenced by the
Very
last
mid.
few billion years of the world.
Oh my God, Cat's mind flooding me. What was it you said?
I was saying, like I believe I can make any choice I want. So in that context, yes, I have free will. However, all of my decisions that I make, however simple or complex, have been influenced by a singular timeline that has been going on for billions of years. So
Why do you think why do you think that has influence on your free will? That's my question.
Because I would, if things happened differently in the past, my decisions would theoretically change.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's my argument in favor of free will.
But the thing is that everything in the past is in a cause and effect relationship with the beginning of time itself, basically.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
Everything that happened because of something that happened previously to it.
Not necessarily, but I see where you're coming. I will more often than not. I will say.
Yeah.
We can put it at that.
Yeah.
The Big Bang happened. Our best guess is seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm saying in my head, like I had an example a while back when I thought about this back in my fucking philosophy
days.
Yeah, my philosophy days.
Shit, I wanted to
like imagine you're in an ice cream store,
Yes.
and you have a choice between strawberry and chocolate ice cream.
Yes.
And you decide, what, I'm feeling strawberry today.
Yes.
So that decision, even if it doesn't feel like it's been influenced by anything, it's still it's based on your entire lifetime of experiences.
Okay.
And I've had strawberry ice cream in the past, and I like the flavor and blah blah blah. So I'm standing right here in this ice cream store right now, and I'm feeling like I woke up this morning and I'm feeling kind of
ice creamy.
I'm feeling kind of ice cream. I'm feeling kind of strawberry ice cream. So if nothing in the past changed at all, if you go back in time and then change literally nothing, then you would always be ordering strawberry ice cream. However, if you go back in time and one thing changes, there's a person in front of you who goes, I want chocolate ice cream. And you're like, chocolate's feeling pretty good today.
Okay.
So then you order chocolate ice cream. But that doesn't happen because there's no time travel. So everything influencing you at any particular point, it's affecting your judgment.
I'm
really
confused
minuscule ways.
with your main point. And
Okay.
I agree with you on everything that you've said. But what is your standpoint? Yay free will, nay free will? Like, what is your conclusion from this?
Well, since we live in the present,
yes,
free will is a thing.
Okay.
The thing is, it's not really like
so for a fourth dimensional creature, free
like,
will would not be a thing. Say from like, have you read Slaughterhouse 5?
No, but I'm thinking
there's a creature, there's an alien.
Yeah.
It's not much of a spoiler. It's just a moment in time. But there's a creature in Slaughterhouse 5 that has the ability to look in the fourth dimension. So they know that things will happen. Like, they can see specific Armageddons or incidents that happen that will wipe out certain populations or universes or whatever happens, what may happen. And their conclusion is like, well, like, the human asks them, well, why don't you try and stop it? And what they say is, well, we've already seen it. It's like already happened, technically speaking, because it's on the timeline. It's already happened. Just because you're a three-dimensional character that is stuck at one point in time does not mean that it has, like a book, per se.
Like
the
you
sentence,
skip the last page. You skip the last page, and you see. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Have you seen Arrival?
No.
It's basically that. It's basically what you just described.
Yeah.
But like, it's a very similar story. It's the plot of like a linguistic specialist who tries to translate for like these aliens that show up, and then
I know exactly what you're actually talking. I know the film. I know the twist of the film, which is probably
So like the whole point is that, like, you know, all these things that you're seeing and you think are flashbacks are actually flash forwards.
Food's ready. Make your point.
It's actually a very well done movie, but I mean, I can wait till I get back. I
just gotta go put some food in the microwave and probably piss. I'll be back in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
BRB.
I'll just stare at this box. Oh, I can't even stare at the box.
Fucker.
Gone. Just disappeared because of the camera angle. Coop, foul butt. He's wandering around more than I can right now. Although I did fix the chair that broke yesterday on stream, so I'm happy to report that it was a very easy fix. Literally a bolt just came out and I just put it back in. And everything was fine. I just couldn't fix it in the middle of stream yesterday because I didn't know what was going on. Thank you, Aris Slayer. I appreciate that. I appreciate that woo. So you know, my crappy IKEA chair can continue on its second life after a little basic surgery. But regardless, I'm still sitting down. I can just kind of move around my little rolly chair a bit more than I was able to yesterday, which is not as much walking as these pawns seem to be doing, which is really sad when the pawns are getting more exercise than you. You know? I really, really wish that Coop Foulbutt could channel his spiritual energy of walking aimlessly into my real life. You know? It's just like, look, man, I got a job. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it my way. You know? And that's not... I mean, I can give him respect for that. You know? I'm just saying. And Bitey Face over here. You know, I can respect Bitey Face too, because Bitey Face has been here for a while. Yggdrasila, I don't recognize that one. That might be a newer one. But Bitey Face has been hanging out with us for quite some time, us foul butts. What's this? Says Bitey Face. Quote Bitey Face. What is this? Coop Foulbutt standing by a tree just staring at it like, what is this? Some kind of foliage, I see. And a soldier sees Coop Foulbutt staring at the tree, and he's just like, nothing to see here. And Coop Foulbutt is like, hey, man, there's a lot to see here. There's a fucking tree growing in the castle. That's crazy, dude, you know? But I digress. The soldier has apparently caused Coop Foulbutt to have a bit of a meltdown and decide that something else is probably more interesting than that tree. And now With his duty done, he continues to walk away, only for Yggdrasilla to appear and stare at the wall. And she's like, "This is such a fascinating wall." That's way more interesting than that tree over there. Bitey face though, oh, he's pulling a huge maneuver. He's staring at that bush in the corner. That's crazy, you know? Being able to see a bush just out in public like that, that's you know, that's too raunchy for me, you know? I don't know if we could show this on Twitch. It's very it's really, really pushing the limit there on our censorship, you know? Real rough stuff, you know? Bitey face is like, you know what, I agree. I can't stare at this bush anymore. I feel uncomfortable. I think we're all just gonna leave. And so they did. The end. Just staring at... Is this what happens, like, when you're in a video game and you just decide to hit, like, the wait button? You know, like in Skyrim or something? Where you just hit the wait button and your character just stands there for a really long time. Like, life happens around this guy, you know? And he's just standing there, vibing. It's all good. Oh, it looks like Coop Foulbutt has a secret for Purplate over here. Hey, did you hear? There's a fucking tree over there. It just, yeah. Oh, thank you, Purplate. I appreciate it. I wouldn't have to improve my improv skills if you know, didn't get hungry in the middle of stream. But here we are. Oh, well. And now everybody's gone again. Just like my love life. Actually, that's incorrect. I got a message last night from somebody on eHarmony, which is more than that's happened ever the entire time I've had that account. So, you know, progress is being made. She seems all right. We're having a bit of a conversation, at least, which is more than literally anything I could say about all my previous experiences. So, you know, whatever. Actually, she sent me a message right now. Let's see if I can respond since we're doing nothing right now. I could just... Let's see what she said. We're small talking. That's what small talking. Oh, it's not a scammer, Purplate, and I can tell because they're very awkward. Like this is not someone trying to steal my information. This is just a clumsy person. So, you know. Also, if they were a scammer, they'd probably see there's certain things about scammers, like you can always tell, like, in their profiles, like, they use, like, fucking you know, like, fucking copy pasted information and like public photos or whatever. Like random supermodels. I don't think
I've heard anything more romantic than you going, she's all right.
Well, I mean, that's how I haven't gone on a date with her or anything. She just seems all right.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
Can't impugn you for not really knowing the girl.
Yeah.
But
I know her name, and she has hobbies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the extent of our conversation so far.
Hobbies.
She's like, I heard you write, because I said it in my profile, and I was like, yes, I'm writing a book right now. It is a fantasy story. And then she's like, cool. And I was like, what do you do? And she's like, oh, you know, I do like art and stuff. And that's pretty much as far as we've gotten.
What? So do you know what art? Have you snooped in on her, what's it called?
I don't have a last name. I don't have a last name. It's
they don't give you, that's a good move. No last names.
So I can't just like stalk her on Facebook or something.
I cannot imagine.
Oh, she says she did ceramics in high school. That's what she said just now.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So how old is How old is she?
26.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's
she's not
citing
like
high
she's
school
not like,
as her work experience.
No. I mentioned that I'm bad at ceramics, and she's like, "Oh, I did ceramics a lot, actually." So
I did ceramics. It's really fun.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it.
Really?
I am god awful at ceramics.
How do you get god awful at ceramics?
It's like
it barely like you don't need to do much of anything.
I'm just really like I'm just bad with my hands in general, like making things. And ceramics is a lot of using your manual dexterity to like sculpt things in a shape that looks like something.
I see.
And I always struggled with that part of the process, making your clay look like literally anything.
Did you ever do throw pottery? Because that might have been easier for you.
What's throw pottery?
So that's you get the wheel. You're throwing
oh
clay on a pottery wheel.
I don't think I ever did that.
It's a lot of fun. It's
Okay.
a lot of fun. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
ClearPearl's got a match on eHarmony.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, she did ceramics in high school.
That's awesome.
That's all the information I have right now.
That's all the information he's got.
Well, I didn't.
She-
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
bring up last time, but I didn't know if you didn't want to talk about it.
No, I just brought it up right now.
Cool, that's good.
I brought it up because Purple was cooking food in the microwave, and I was like, well, I guess I'll respond to that eHarmony message I got.
I'm not being patronizing. It's really difficult to
Yeah.
meet somebody if you don't meet them in college.
No, I don't I fucking know it.
Yeah.
It's true, you got lucky.
I mean, literally
Hold on.
most of your friends.
Let's continue talking about this in a second.
Yeah.
This guy went down the village well to drink some alcohol.
I feel like it's not what you want to find at the bottom of a well.
Alcohol?
Yeah.
I would love finding alcohol at the bottom of a well.
I would posit, hear me out,
Yeah.
finding water at the bottom of the well.
Okay, fair.
That's what should be at the bottom of a well. Unless Jesus is down there.
Bruh. Bruh.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, continue. I'd love to know more. I sincerely, it's
Look,
a bit, it's not the biggest moment, but I'm always rooting
I've
for
told-
you, man.
I told you everything I know.
Oh.
We've said like 3 things to each other. Yeah. It's not like a lot of progress. It's just more progress than has happened since the last like 2 months I've had this account.
No, it's Cat, it's totally cool. I had a fun time getting away from ClearPearl. It's not like we only talk to each other 3 hours a week.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean,
I wish
it's a
we
pretty
could talk
grueling
more.
work.
I would talk with you more. I'm literally just constantly doing shit.
No, I got you. You got a life.
Brother, if you pick up Overwatch, we could probably spend a lot more time together.
I don't know, man. It's just not my type of game.
You know what? I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
It's not a sane person's type of game.
That too, I suppose. I'm just saying I'm bad at like FPSs in general, and
Well, you don't have to play an FPS.
I thought
There are
Overwatch
melee
was an
characters.
FPS. Oh.
I
thought it was all-
have I awakened something in ye?
I mean, it's free to play. I'll download it, I guess. I just didn't think I just never was really interested in Overwatch because I thought it was an FPS.
It's somewhat like you can play in many different styles. You should
Okay.
I sincerely suggest you check it out. It's more fun than people give it credit for, and now it's
Because
free
of all the
controversy.
Yeah, there's a lot. That happens a lot. Like when people complain about stuff that doesn't actually have anything to do with the gameplay at all. It's just usually like these outside factors and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So like
And
I can definitely.
I'm also not gonna sit here and pretend like they're not very valid complaints.
Right. Yeah, but like if the game is fun and it's free to play, then like
Yeah.
I'll try it. It's not like that's hurting anybody. Unless there's like advertisements or something.
No, there's no. Well, there's advertisements for the game in the game. But,
Okay, like buy our battle pass. Or
yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
But it's
So,
not like it's not like an iPhone game where it's like you can't push the button without clicking the tiny little X in the corner. You're trying to hit the little X on the ad, and it takes you to like a fucking like app store.
Yep.
It's not like that.
No, it's not like that. Thankfully. Speaking.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've been having a good time with it. I enjoy it. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I hope I hope this girl's good for you. I'm not gonna say
I
I hope
do
the
too.
relationship is good. I hope the girl is good so that you can have a good relationship.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's literally just the first person, so it's not like
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Brother,
Statistically,
I
don't
didn't
think,
marry
but-
the first person I dated.
Yeah, I know. It's actually, yeah. You went through a few.
They were all widows.
Well, I mean, there's a certain something to, common
Didn't I
denominator and
remember
all that.
telling you in high school, I was like, God, I will never date an artist. They're all fucking weird. And look at me now.
Well, I mean, it's just the pot calling the kettle black,
Eh,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. Hey,
Yeah.
lady, don't just stand there and get stabbed.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady. What the? Wait, hold on.
People still
Wait, delve
say
into
that.
the well. Hey, lady.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like if a lady like bumps into you on the road and doesn't apologize,
Oh,
just go, "Hey, lady, watch where you're going. I'm walking over here."
you know,
Yeah, do people still say that?
probably not.
Oh yeah, it does
I
seem like
don't
kind of
know.
a relic of the past. I don't know.
I think people don't interact with each other. And on a personal level, I enjoy that. But on a macro
that's
level,
fair.
I think that's a very bad thing.
Kind of sad and awesome at the same time. Like jerking off.
This might be a bad thing
Uh-huh.
to say after my
Yeah.
years of being pro porn and jerking off.
Right.
I think it might be a bad thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
There's a possibility that it might make your brain go a little haywire.
Kind of gives you a warped view of humanity a little bit.
Yeah. Just
What do you
sitting
mean
there.
the pizza guy won't just walk up and fuck me?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
This
are
is
you
bullshit.
talking about?
I have to
That's
buy
your
them
job.
dinner first.
What else is the tip for? Tip for a
tip is
tip,
my
man.
penis.
Get to work.
Yeah. Chop chop. At this, it turns out they want money for their goods and services.
Ooh.
I've always
Like a
found it.
Patreon or an OnlyFans?
I've always found. yeah, like that. But I've always found it really funny, like the more modern take on porn scenarios with the I can't pay rent, like.
Oh no.
I always find those so funny because like, what landlord is gonna give up a month's worth of rent just to have sex with their tenant?
See, I could understand it if it's like a booty call situation, like whenever the guy wants, you have to go over there and give
for
it
like
up.
a whole month, I
Yeah.
guess, sure, but like it's usually like, oh, like instead of paying rent this month, I'll have sex with you one time. And it's like, hookers are cheaper than that, right?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Pay the rent, bitch. And it's like, it's just such a funny scenario to me.
I just don't buy this shit.
Yeah,
I don't buy it at all.
no fucking way. There's no way.
Oh, porn.
Yeah.
It's a real situation these days, ain't it?
I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know what to think, man. Like, again, I am, look, let's be really honest here. I was,
Yeah.
the porn probably did weird shit to me. I saw it way too early.
Probably.
It can't be good.
If I had to guess.
Now imagine if you were a child,
Okay.
say 5, with an
Okay.
iPad.
Right.
You really think that's a tenable situation?
Well, have the 5-year-old figure shit. I mean, like when I was a little kid, I had a laptop.
A laptop is not an iPad.
No,
And
but like,
we did not have everything as readily accessible on the internet when we were children.
No, but like I mean I knew how Google worked. I would just look up like video games and stuff, you know. And this was like before,
but
this was like before the days.
Let me say this.
I think. Yeah.
One of Kim Kardashian's kids was sent a Roblox version, or like I think it was like a Roblox theater with his mother's porn video like on it.
Well, okay, but it's a little different if you're the kid of a celebrity.
I agree with you, but you really think that there aren't some weirdos out there that are just like on Roblox sending porn to people?
No, of course there are.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm saying that just ain't worth it. I've seen how I turned out. It's not worth it.
Go back in time and keep your friend from showing you that porn video. When
Yeah, exactly. Literally, exactly.
Just like slap him, like no.
Happy tree friends, no.
No, you're not watching that.
No, yeah, I think the world would do better.
The world would do just fine without so much porn.
Well, I think at this stage, I'm just like, well, what's the point, man?
Well, the point is to see sex.
Okay, and
be like
what do you get out of that?
Sexy times.
But why would you choose to do that instead of putting that energy to, you know, bettering yourself so you could like have a relationship with someone?
One is like fast food and one is like gourmet dinner.
Yeah. You shouldn't really be making a staple out of fast food, should you?
Yeah,
it's
but
not
like,
a good situation.
Yeah, but sometimes you just you got a meeting at 5.
Yeah, no, I get it. Every now and then,
that's a joke from Sam Morril. I wanted to make that clear so that I wasn't stealing a joke from a comedian. But
again, I don't think porn should be illegal. I'm not going that far. I'm just like, I think that people should
not so much.
Maybe not encourage it. Like I just don't.
Maybe not.
It's not something that should be actively encouraged. Like I feel like it is in the modern day.
Yeah.
Like I saw this girl post on Reddit, and she was like, "Yeah, I would prefer to date a man who's never watched porn before." And I'm like, "Good luck with that." But I kept that to myself.
I mean, if she met me before 23.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like
I was kind of a unicorn.
Right. And I mean, like again, I agree with you. That's a rarity in the modern day and age. But people were demolishing this woman, just flipping the fuck out at her. Good luck with that. What are you, some kind of moron? Are you? My favorite one. Are you part of a cult / religion? I'm like, those are two different things, friend.
What are you, some kind of Mormon?
It was such a weird moment because I was like, brother, get this. She's not going to suck your dick. She's not.
Yeah, because you watch porn.
Yes, exactly. Find a different woman. It's like, why do you care?
Find yourself a girl who watches porn.
If you love porn that much, find someone that'll like the porn with you.
And then make porn reviews of it on the internet.
Exactly.
And then you can like talk about it and banter about it, and it'll be a whole thing. What if there was like porn reviews on like Pornhub of like porn stars reviewing other porn, and then being like, oh, I could do that better, and then just doing it.
So stupid.
You're like, oh, what? There's not even any pepperoni on that pizza. This is bullshit. They said extra meat, and there's no meat on that pizza.
No meat. Not a hint of meat.
Nothing. I saw this great screen cap like years ago of a porn video on Pornhub, and there was like a comment under it.
Okay.
It was like the screen cap was like a doctor like using the step.
Can I guess?
What?
Is this the only 2 poots of cum guy?
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But
okay. Never mind.
it was a picture of a guy in like a doctor's uniform using a stethoscope on his clients or whatever. And the comment below is like, he doesn't even have the stethoscope in his ears.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm not gonna lie, that's a fair point.
Like, what's he doing right now? He's just touching her tits.
What's wrong with this guy?
Some kind of porn star.
Back in my day, there was some quality to our porn.
We had to pay for it on HBO.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
And it was like really tame stuff on HBO.
Yeah.
I know this because my uncle told me about it.
Well, just thinking about like the Cinemax shit that was going on, I'm like, I can't believe HBO and Cinemax were the same company.
I mean, in hindsight, it makes sense that, shows like Game of Thrones and stuff are on HBO.
What are your thoughts on Game of Thrones now that we're fully into the?
I've still only seen the first season, but
Do you have
liked
HBO?
the first season. No, that's why I've only seen the first season.
That's fair. Can't argue with that kind of logic.
It's like, I would watch it if I could.
I'm not gonna lie, it just doesn't seem that worth it.
Well, I liked the first season. I thought it was good.
It's all right for a season.
Yeah,
It's all right.
and
it takes a bit to get started, but the twist at the end is good.
Yeah, I liked the characters for the most part. There were some interesting drama things going on. But yeah, I mean, like, I just hear people shit talking the newer seasons, and I'm like, well, how into this do I want to be? Like, do I want to get like invested?
Brother, believe me, I feel that.
Yeah.
I have full on dropped Lord of the Rings. I kind of wish I hadn't. I like tried, brother. I'm desperately trying. I can barely get through 10 minutes at a time.
Okay.
It's hard.
Are you talking about the show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It makes me want to watch the regular Lord of the Rings, see what the hype is about.
Oh yeah, that's right. You've never seen the movies.
I've never seen the movies.
Yeah, they're good. I think
they're great.
I watched them when I was in
Cultural
college.
icons, even.
Yeah, I watched them in college, which was way later than most people watched them. I did finally get around to watching them, and I was like, oh, these are actually pretty good. My main complaint about the trilogy is that there are parts that just drag on too long.
That's fair.
But that's just, I mean, that's a Tolkien thing. Like, that's just how he wrote.
Yeah.
Like, he was a very descriptive person, and he covered all sorts of stuff. And I'm sure the movies cut as much as they could.
Right.
Yeah, they still have to do a trilogy. So like the infamous example is at the end of the third movie when like the whole like conclusion sequence takes like 20 minutes.
Where are they now?
Yeah, exactly. Like the conflict is over. The everything has been resolved, and the movie lasts another like 20 minutes.
Hilarious.
And it's like this could be cut down a little bit. That's just how Lord.
I don't know. I don't need to know what Gimli's doing. Don't need to know.
Exactly. I don't need to know. But like because it's such a grand epic with all these different characters and all these different like side stories all kind of accumulating with the the battle at the end and everything. Like I get it. Like you've grown to like all of these characters and you do kind of want to know what happens to all of them at the end, but it's too much.
Yeah. Again, I agree. That's just the way Tolkien wrote, so.
Yeah, like there's only so much you can do.
If you're gonna do justice to Tolkien, then you're gonna have to.
You're just gonna have to drag on
into
some
it.
things. You're gonna have to have a 30-minute scene describing trees.
Some of those trees were my friends.
Yeah, but no, I think the movies are worth watching. I really enjoyed watching them. You just might not be able to do it all in one sitting.
Well, the plan is to get really high one day. And then that's the day.
That's the day. It's Lord of the Rings day. Let's go. Well, I mean, that's actually kind of like your role playing as the hobbits. If you
Yeah, you gotta get you some
Get
pipe
high.
weed.
Yeah.
Smoke them if you got them, brother.
I love the idea that like the hobbits were just high as shit the entire time.
Well, they didn't have their pipe weed on it, did they?
Well, so the two main hobbits, Frodo and Sam,
Yeah.
like they were kind of the more serious characters, but they had like these two sidekick hobbits, Merry and Pippin.
I've heard of all of these people.
Yeah, and Merry and Pippin, like they're like kind of like kooky like sidekick characters, and like they kind of give the impression that they're just like high as shit the entire time. like they're the kind of characters that just kind of end up in the middle of a situation and don't know how.
like all hobbits?
Yeah, well, yeah, but like Frodo
Or
and
like
Sam,
all
like,
the explorationary hobbits.
yeah, like Frodo and Sam and Bilbo, they all have to be like convinced by Gandalf or whatever. Merry and Pippin are like, oh, our friends are going on an adventure. Let's just fucking tag along, bro. and then they get split up, and they're like, shit happens, and now we're riding a talking tree. like the like the infamous line, they're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Like they get fucking kidnapped, and then like the next time you see them, they're just hanging out with their tree bros.
Fuck yeah.
It's so
That's
fucking
fantastic.
Funny.
I love it.
I love that. I love Merry and Pippin. They're so great. They're just mysteriously just hanging out, vibing with people the entire time.
You want to know something really stupid about me?
Sure.
For a long time, I had only watched that weird animation, the weird old animated The Hobbit.
Oh, the what? Like the really like 80s cartoon or whatever. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I've never seen it, but
And
I know
I was
of
like, well, yeah, okay. You've never seen it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's not particularly incredible. I really liked it because it was my first experience with high fantasy, and that's always a fun time, you know?
Sure, yes. I've heard like the animated Lord of the Rings from like back in the day was actually pretty decent.
I've heard it was pretty decent, but not incredible.
Right,
You know?
like it
couldn't
wasn't like
put-
the movies.
Get this, they couldn't put the whole thing in there.
Imagine that. They didn't have the same budget as the big ass blockbuster
Yeah,
Hollywood movies
exactly.
in the 2000s. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, but when I learned about the rest of the Lord of the Rings, you know, the actual Lord of the Rings,
the most of it, yeah.
my first reaction was like, what the fuck? This doesn't even have Bilbo's a minor character? I don't care about this Frodo. This
Bilbo's the
minor
cool one.
Frodo character? Who
Yeah.
gives a shit? Bilbo's the OG. Why would I care about this guy?
I mean, it's true. Bilbo was the OG.
I know, but then I learned that the opinion was literally the opposite for most people.
Yeah, most people like Lord of the Rings more. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, why would I care about this?
But The Hobbit did come
This
out
is
first.
stupid. Yes,
The Hobbit was first. And it'll always have that.
it will always be number one.
It'll always be
In
number
time.
one chronologically.
Yes.
The very first Tolkien experience was The Hobbit. Yeah, I actually I forget. Did you? I know when I was in middle school, I read The Hobbit as like an assigned reading.
I think I read it on my own.
Yeah, but like
I read a
remember
lot
really,
of weird shit on my own when I was too
I remember,
young.
Yeah. I remember really liking The Hobbit, the book.
It's good.
And then I
It's
forgot
fun.
everything.
It's a fun little romp.
Yeah, I forgot everything by the time the movies came out. But I remember it being pretty good. I just remember like part of it was just I was really excited to read like an interesting book in English class.
Yeah.
Instead of like
You just
boring
got shit,
like
boring garbage.
like this was like the
recommended
first. Yeah, like this is like the first English book I read in school with dragons in it,
Right?
and like magic and
to
some
you. You had to wait
warriors
till
and
Beowulf
elves.
until you got that again.
Yeah, I know, and I don't think I ever actually read Beowulf.
You fucker.
That one was never assigned to me. Yeah, no, it was just like, wow, like turns out books can actually be really interesting if they're
Right?
not like fucking boring ass shit about fucking problems in society or whatever.
I'm gonna tell you something fucked up, Joey. Even the ones that aren't about problems in society are about problems in society.
Yeah, but they're disguised with dragons and wizards.
What was Lord of the Rings about? World War II? Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, Game of Thrones.
Actually, it was about World War I, wasn't it?
Yeah, World War II hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
In when The Hobbit was released in the 30s. What was I saying? I know Game of Thrones has that sort of same thing. Like, I remember, like, somebody being like, oh, by the way, this is all, like, actually one giant allegory for, you know, the global response to global warming. I was like, what? And then they explained it to me, and I was like, oh my god! Oh, shit!
See, I want to care, but it doesn't work that well in the TV show. Maybe it works better in the books. I've only read the first book.
Yeah, I actually have the books. I've been planning on reading them. Well, I at least have the first one. Where did I put it? It's in my bookshelf somewhere. Oh, it's there somewhere, but
Yeah, that's fair.
oh, it's right here. It's on this. Okay, yeah. I have George R.R. Martin, Game of Thrones. I don't think that's what the book was actually called, though, was it? Oh, book 1. Here we go. Book 1, A Song of Ice and Fire. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I have. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I was like, wait a minute, that's not what, like, the show was called Game of Thrones. I thought the book was called something else. Yeah. Okay, it's a Game of Thrones book 1, A Song of Ice and Fire. Okay, all right. I just lost a lot of nerd cred just now, but it's all right. I'll get it back.
Yeah, fuck you, fuckwit.
It's funny, like, you know, I'll have conversations like this and be like, oh, I forgot what the book was called for Game of Thrones. I'm not, like, really that nerdy or whatever. And then I'll talk to, like, a normal person and be like, just kidding. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I know a lot more nerd shit than, you know, most people, I guess. I'm just not an uber nerd. I do go outside occasionally.
All right.
Anyway, somebody just fucking died. What was that all about?
You do make a pitiable sight.
I must make a pitiable sight. Well, your head is, you know, hanging below your shoulders there. I'm sad. I assume this is like some crazy scene, actually, but I just missed it. I was too busy talking about nerd shit.
All right. Do you like meat?
Do I like meat?
I'm giving her presents because I'm gonna make her the love interest because she's got a French accent and that does things for me.
Fair enough. It's not like the visuals are gonna do anything for you. The visuals in this video game.
All right,
they all look like fucking sentient potatoes. They look like fucking
I've never done this
NPCs.
before. Apparently, I can wake this guy up.
What? Didn't he just die?
What a terrible camera angle.
Is he missing his head? No, no, just kidding. Ow. That is a lot of clipping going on there. Wait, so you kill him, bring him back to life, and then have him tried, and then, like, executed again?
I guess.
Seems kind of unnecessary. I have some semblance of pride.
Okay.
You know what, Aeroslayer? I agree. The color gray is great. I guess that's what the Dragon's Dogma developers were thinking at the time, because, yeah.
All right. See you, brother.
It's a lot of gray.
I feel like the colors have been off for a while now.
Well, you did fuck with the brightness, but you changed it back, right?
Yeah, I changed it back.
Hey, would you like some more meat?
Is this doing anything for you, lady? Ancient scroll? You like an ancient scroll?
Well,
Alright.
if she's French, maybe she likes cheese.
Ooh, do I have any cheese? Yes. Harspud. Harspud. No, no.
Give me a croissant.
Alright, see you, whatever, bitch.
It might help if you don't call her a bitch.
No.
Theoretically.
You're fine. You
can't,
are
but-
weak. Yes.
Yes, but you make me weak too. Aww.
Put your face in my beard, baby.
Is that how you talk to your fiance?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Just like, put your face in my beard. Ace, go here. You're returning to Hearthstone? That's a different game.
I know, right? God.
And,
You
she
still
could
play
travel
Hearthstone?
No, I
Another-
played it for like
Garbo Blizzard game?
I played it for a little bit when it first came out, but I dropped it pretty quick.
I wish I liked Blizzard video games more than I do. Because I see the joy it brings into some people, and I'm like, wow,
Sure, yeah.
I wish I had some of that dopamine. And then I try it, and I'm like, this is not the dopamine for me.
Yeah, the dopamine for you is when you play Elden Ring 500 times and
Yeah.
and kill a really hard boss with like a fucking lightning bolt or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Mercedes says she's gonna serve you.
Serve this
Serve these nuts.
God, am I funny yet?
No.
Fuck you.
You
Why
will
did they
never
put
be
booty
funny.
shorts into the game?
It's a fantasy game.
I guess that's fair.
That's
If
just
it's
required. in
a fantasy
game.
game,
Gotta
then
throw some booty
the
shorts in there
fantasy
somewhere.
can be whatever I want.
Yeah, it's a JRPG. It's gonna be booty shorts.
The women are allowed no clothing. None!
Sometimes I forget Dragon's Dogma is actually a JRPG
Right?
because it feels like a Western RPG,
Yeah.
but it's made by fucking Capcom.
And Dragon's Dogma 2. Similarly,
Yeah, made by Capcom.
made by Capcom.
Amazing.
It's weird that Capcom is like still putting out bangers, but like every other decade now.
Well, they they do Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's great.
Yeah, but it's never
Yeah.
it's never hit me as right, you know?
Oh,
There's
okay.
always been something off about every Monster Hunter. Like Monster
Sure.
Hunter World is so far the best one. I have Monster Hunter Rise. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's good, but it's missing the greatness that was Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World was missing the wackiness that's in Monster Hunter Rise. If they just
Yeah.
put all of it together, then they might have the best game ever made, but they refuse.
Eh. Well, what about what was it, the previous Monster Hunter games? I remember you like when we were playing World together, you were saying like, oh, World's not as good as like Generations or Monster Hunter Tri or
It's
stuff like that.
not.
Like,
Because, World objectively, I feel, is the best, but it just didn't have the long-term support that other Monster Hunters had. You know?
World
Like,
lasted a while.
It lasted a while, but it only had one DLC. And I feel like Monster Hunter World should have been, like, the basket they put all their fucking eggs in.
Well, the other Monster Hunters prior to that one didn't have any expansion packs for the most part. I mean, like they would occasionally release like a new version.
I
Like
get
Monster
it,
Hunter
but,
3 had
but
Monster
that's
Hunter
what
3
I'm
Ultimate.
saying. Like, I feel like
But,
it should
like-
have been a
Like,
Smash Brothers Ultimate, of all things. Smash Brothers Ultimate situation.
Oh,
Where they
everyone
just
is here. Every monster is here.
Well, everyone is still in Monster Hunter World. Everything is still here. In a decade, we'll release Monster Hunter World 2, and it'll be even
I
more incredible.
I got-
But
I get
until
what you're
then,
saying.
we're just gonna upgrade shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. it is interesting. You like so like I know like it's not quite as obvious with Monster Hunters as is with say like Pokemon for example, but like they have like these generations of Monster Hunter, right? And so like we're in Generation 5 of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise are both Generation 5.
Yes.
And it is interesting seeing that like that they're doing it like that when they could theoretically just have like a
single Monster Hunter.
Yeah, like a one size fits all kind of thing.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay.
I know, like
you can have
they could do that.
You have the shitty Monster Hunter and the high quality Monster Hunter, and depending on which one you want to buy, you can buy them. But why not just make a high quality Monster Hunter and then go home with all your money?
Well, they made a lot of money with World. It was the best-selling Monster Hunter game.
So make another one that's just as good or better.
Yeah. I think Rise actually was Rise. Did Rise sell better? I don't remember.
I couldn't imagine. It's just not as good as World.
Well, the thing is, it's on the Switch though, and
fair.
Switch games tend to sell pretty well, which is weird to think about.
It is kind of weird to think about for
but like if something gets released on a Switch, like it's like an incentive for game developers to make a Switch version of something because like a lot of people, their only gaming console is a Switch. Like they don't have like a PC that can play games reasonably, or like a PS5 or an Xbox, whatever. I have not been paying attention to Xbox in a long time. They're on the Xbox, whatever.
Yeah. It's good. I think.
Yeah.
It's
I can't imagine
the winner of this console generation at the moment.
Okay, but like,
but it's because of their service. It's not because of any particular like incredible
hardware
games.
And
Sony's about to drop a fucking bitch slap of a November, brother.
I know wait, what's happening in November?
God of War Ragnarok. That's what's fucking happening.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
God of War Ragnarok's coming out.
I still haven't played the other one. I have the other one, the God of War.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it yet.
It's my favorite God of War. And people are weird. They've kind of soured on it. They think the combat's a little iffy in some spots. But I'm like, the combat works really well. I disagree. I think the combat's actually quite tight and really fun.
Okay.
You just have to learn it. It's different than you expect it's going to be. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, I haven't played any God of War, so is it going to be like...
It's not like the original at all.
Yeah, but like, well, that's what I'm saying. But like, that's not going to matter to me because I haven't played any of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm not going to be like confused.
That's fair, but even still, it's like almost tank controls, which you'd think would be weird for an action game, but I feel it works once you get it.
Okay.
Like it's almost Resident Evil style tank controls in a quick action game. Which, when I say it out loud, sounds like a terrible idea, right?
What are tank controls?
So you can't turn around with the left stick. You can only turn around based on where your camera is aiming. So in order to turn around, you have to physically move the camera all the way around you.
Oh,
so you can't look backwards.
That sounds pretty weird.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Certainly weird.
I mean, yeah, you probably get used to it playing the game, right?
But you get used to it playing the game, and you can pull some really cool
because
shit.
It's still like third person, right? It's like
it's like over the shoulder third person. It's almost like second person. It's like it's not quite like the third person. It's the camera is right on top of you. So for all intents and purposes, you can't actually look behind you like a typical third person.
Yeah.
Like it still has that element of. You have to. So the side character Atreus, your son, will yell out behind you, and you'll have to react to that and dodge and be like, "Oh shit, someone's behind me."
Oh, that's gonna That's gonna be hard to get used to.
I think there's also, I forget, but I think there's
Yeah.
also a reticle that's like there that will
Like it just there's a
alert
dot
you.
that tells you there's an enemy there.
Exactly.
I'm bad at like responding when characters say things like in an action game. Because like I'm too busy, fighting.
Yeah.
And they'll say something, and I'll be like, "What was that?" And then I'll just get like smacked. It always drives me nuts when there's like a story-heavy game, and then like combat will start, and they'll continue the story, like they'll be having a conversation during the combat, and I'm like,
that does
I'm
not
missing...
happen, thankfully. It's actually
Like,
kind of a goofy part of the game. You'll like start doing. There are these huge sections where you're on a boat, and someone will be telling a story.
Yeah.
And then you get off the boat, and the guy's like, "Okay, we'll talk later." Just like stop in the middle of the story, and you'll get back on the boat, and it'll go, "All right, where were we?"
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah, it's cool, but
Yeah.
the implementation is
Yeah,
not
that's pretty funny.
perfect,
Like,
you know?
I'll fuck off, I guess. Oh well, I thought I was talking, but I guess not anymore.
Pretty much.
I do love that like energy with like in Skyrim when you just like walk away from a character, just like, oh, I guess we're done.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
does anyone care about Starfield?
Is that out yet?
No? I think it's
Well,
gonna be
then,
out
yeah.
in like a couple years. Still a couple
Oh,
years.
hey, really? Is it still a couple? I thought it was coming out soon.
No, they showed like a demo that was
God.
really, really unimpressive.
Starfield release date 2023. Sometime next year.
Yeah.
It just
Probably
works.
means in like a couple of years.
Yeah. Man, I could have sworn they were like releasing it like tomorrow, basically. Like,
You'd think that.
yeah, like the way they were like advertising it and everything, I thought they were like done with the game.
When have you known Bethesda to do something smart or to advertise on time?
I don't know. I mean, Elder Scrolls 6 was announced what, like 10 years ago?
Just about.
Not actually 10, but it
I
feels
know.
like it.
Yeah.
Ooh, a title crawl. Ooh, mountains. Wow.
As if I should care, you know?
Like, yeah, bitch, we know you're making Elder Scrolls 6. You'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
Give us fucking something to look at.
It just... I wish Bethesda would fail already, you know? But the Elder Scrolls and, like, Fallout and all these things are so, like... They're incredible. The IPs are just so amazing. It's... I wish Obsidian had Fallout again, man. And the people have said,
Apparently,
yeah, it's
they've
okay.
been talking about
Does
it.
this taste normal?
That's wine.
Okay,
Yeah, it
cool.
tastes normal.
Okay.
Yeah, so apparently, Obsidian has actually said that
Yeah.
they might make another Fallout.
No, they said they were interested in making another Fallout.
Yeah, but like...
Like Bethesda's going to hand over the Fallout IP.
No, they're not going to do that, but...
Yeah. To be fair,
I-
they're both owned by Microsoft, so Microsoft could pull like a big
You're
dick
doing
and
it.
just... Yeah. You haven't been exactly doing too well with it. We'll let them do it again.
Yeah. Hey, remember when Obsidian made a good Fallout game?
I do.
Yeah, I guess they did do that.
Remember when you made the worst Fallout game?
Yeah.
The worst one of all time?
The 7 and the 6 combined together.
Yeah, you remember
Yeah.
that. All right, good
Yeah.
boy. Now
Uh-huh.
come here and suck daddy. How did I forget? Daddy Gates'
Bill Gates?
dick. Yeah.
Bill Gates.
Look,
I don't
if
think
that
Bill
tells
Gates
you how
is
much
any-
I don't think about
Yeah.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, I don't think he's involved with the video game department at Microsoft at all.
Yes, well, at least at the start
Is
he
he?
was. Yeah.
Oh.
The Xbox was originally pitched as pitched directly to Bill Gates.
Oh, okay.
And it was like,
like-
oh, we'll put a media machine in every room. So really, the Xbox One was the first Xbox that finally lived up to Bill Gates' original thought of it.
Being able to like play DVDs and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sir, wait. Please come back to the castle.
I'm here.
Urgent word from the capital, sir.
Urgent word from the capital.
To order this aside with all possible haste.
Yeah, come on.
Me and my strange hat. Wish for you to return to the castle.
Oh my god, it's on fire right now, and I've walked all the way over here.
Well,
You
that was
expect
fast.
me to just walk back?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, you have the Eternal Fairy Stone. I didn't
I
realize
do
you
have
picked
the
that up.
Eternal. How do you think I've been teleporting all over the gaff?
I thought you were just like going all willy-nilly on your fairy stones.
Did you ever see that weird British child with his Paradise Punch Calypso? He goes like,
Oh,
this
yeah,
Paradise Punch is fucking minging. Suck
Yes,
your
you-
dad. It's fucking
Yeah.
minging.
yeah, you were really
Was I
interested. You were
I laughing
invested
at this
in that
before?
video. Yeah, I think it was on an Elden Ring day. You were talking about this for like
it's
a
fucking
long
minging.
time. And both Jakey and I are just like, okay.
Suck your dad. It's fucking minging.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's kind of funny, I guess.
It's so funny.
Hey, mate, have you
Go
tried actually
kill that
hitting
thing.
the monster?
The meteors hit where they hit, man.
Yeah, and apparently that's not the monster.
Yeah, and what do you fucking want? Don't hit me with it!
Is that a turkey?
It's a cockatrice.
It's a turkey.
It is exposed after it attacks. I'm a stupid boy.
It's exposed after it attacks. That's awkward. Was it having like a wardrobe malfunction or something?
A Janet Jackson situation there.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a little, out of control in the battle and let slip a nip.
Well, if you're gonna turn to stone like that, you fucker.
Hey, did he just say I turned to stone?
Hold on. Give to Bitey Face. I can't have you bitches dying on me. Not like this.
It is a cockatrice.
It is a cockatrice.
It is what they do.
Stupid cockatrice, you made me look bad.
Turned me into a statue. It's so OP.
Oh shit.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
Cockatrices are like actually pretty low level in like Pathfinder,
Oh, you see?
which is pretty wild because they can turn you into stone.
Right? Like I feel
Like they've got like an auto kill attack and it's like level 5. They're like, that's pretty wild.
this bitch keeps getting fucking petrified.
It's fucking minging, dude.
It's fucking minging. Suck your dad. It's fucking minging.
I was waiting until Cat went over here.
Someone
at some
gets
point.
it.
I know, you and Cat are two weird peas in a weird pod.
That's right, it's fucking minging. Suck your dad. It's fucking minging.
Wow. This cockatrice is
Yeah, it's
not
really
dying.
starting to piss me off. Pissing me off.
Secret softener. Is that what you take after your Viagra has too many side effects?
Yeah.
You gotta give it a little secret softener.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking minging.
Uh-huh. It looks too much like a turkey.
She'll grab hold of it. Shut up.
Finish it. It's still got like half its health left.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're like, finish it, but like, that fucker's not going down.
Hit him with the meteors.
Kaboom! Whoa! Okay, so those meteors actually fucking hit him.
Yeah, they do damage somewhat.
Uh-oh,
All right.
Yeetasilla's getting yeeted.
We sent him, brother.
Oh, you weren't supposed to kill him? Oh,
No, he just goes. He leaves.
that's
You
sad.
know, like what was supposed to happen to that fucking griffin.
I was hoping for a Thanksgiving dinner.
Right?
Oh well. Guess you gotta level up so it doesn't take as long to kill him.
It's fucking minion.
Ugh.
Sir Aldous awaits me. I'm the Arisen. I have poop in me britches.
Hey, so
Fucking minion.
speaking of Hearthstone,
Yeah.
which we were talking about like an hour ago.
Yeah.
I've actually gotten back into Magic Arena,
Ooh.
which is basically Hearthstone but for Magic. And like I remember I stopped playing it a while back because I was getting bored of like losing all the time. But it turns out I'm actually better at Magic than I used to be, so I'm actually having fun again. Like I'm actually getting up there in the ranks a lot further than I was before.
That's
And
good.
so
That's
like
good.
it's actually fun again. I'm not just losing all the time.
That's good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you
I
and your
know.
ability.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you checked out a YouTube channel called Card Market? I think
It
you might
sounds
like
familiar.
it. Card Market. They have a Magic channel and a Yu-Gi-Oh channel.
Okay.
They do funny little things. I think they're a website that sells cards. They're like a card market, one might say.
Oh, yeah,
But
makes
they
sense.
started taking their more interesting personalities and putting them on YouTube as advertisements.
Oh, okay, sure.
So they did actually something that I thought was really cool, and you might want to check it out, where they have AI create Magic cards
Oh, that
and
sounds
rate
fun,
them
yeah.
to see if they would be any good.
Like, are they any good or are they fucking broken?
They're
Yeah.
interesting, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember any of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't really play Magic.
Exactly, like it's hard for me
A
to
lot of it probably-
comprehend, you know?
Yeah, but there's a lot of like keywords that the AI can probably work with.
Exactly.
That they use and in like most of their cards. So I can definitely see it like being viable.
All right, come on, Duke. Can I pick up the Duke? Will that?
Is this the guy who tried to kill your?
I
like,
can pick
woman
up
you
the
were having-
Duke. Oh, they put me in the. Hold on, can I reload my safe?
Apparently, they didn't take kindly to you kidnapping the Duke. Imagine that. They arrested me.
Okay, can you just let me?
But you don't want to. But you opened the door. You didn't bribe him, but you just walked out anyway. The heck?
I wish I had the key to just let this guy out.
You just
That would be
walked in
cool.
front of a guard. You just walked in front of a guard in the middle of your fucking breaking out scene, and it's just
Alright.
like whatever.
Can I? It's really funny that they just let me pick up the Duke.
Yeah, why not?
Is it morning? Can I? Okay, it is. Can I move forward with the quest now?
Oh no, you picked up the Duke.
It's so stupid.
Hey, the Jester's in the throne seat.
I think the Jester's allowed to, technically. You know, he
Throne
can't
seat
be
chair.
murdered for anything.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, the Jester's job is to show that the king has a sense of
Okay.
humor.
The Duke allows me to continue.
Follow me and don't pick me up this time, asshole.
We'll see what happens. No, not the
Okay.
prisoner racks. Okay, there we go.
All right.
All right. All right. Moving along. Hanging out with the Duke.
How's it going, Duke?
How's it going, Duke?
How's it going, Duke?
What a garbage game.
How's it going, dude?
How's it going, Duke? It's just why are there so many like garbage porn games on?
You probably can't get a large budget for them.
Who the fuck is this? Who are you?
Who am I kidding? Just go on Kickstarter and make a porn game. You'll probably get tons of fucking money. You probably make a really good porn game on Kickstarter.
I mean, didn't they make that Mass Effect porn game? Is that out yet? The one with 3 different colored endings, as they put it.
I don't want to know what the colors are. Man, can this guy walk any slower? I don't blame you for wanting to pick him up.
Right? I just wanted to get there faster.
Come on, Duke. We ain't got all day.
Come on, Duke.
Come on, Duke. How's it going, Duke?
Strange.
Strange.
The ring ought hold sway over the lock that binds this chest.
Yeah, there's a lot of things strange about you, dude.
Its contents are delivered to you later. Perhaps time has.
I shall see its contents are delivered to you later. I think he's trying to rip you up.
I took his ring.
Oh. Did you like replace it with a fake?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Well, can you open the chest right now with the ring that you actually have?
I'm trying. The leader of salvation. He's taking captives. And more than that, there's this new soda. It's fucking minging. Calypso, Paradise Punch. It's fucking minging. Suck your dad, your grace. Suck your dad.
Can you translate what he just said to me? I think there's a cultist and he hates soda.
And also something about filleting your father.
Amazing. Oh, you got a lot of fucking numbers just now.
That's fair.
Golden bastard. What are you, King Midas?
Yeah. The child's still just playing in my head on loop.
Of course it is.
Suck your dad.
Why? I just can't comprehend why this is so fascinating to
Have
you.
I shown you the video?
You did. I was like, okay, it's kind of funny, I guess.
He goes, suck your dad. It's the fact that it's a child and it's British and it's saying so like awful shit.
Uh-huh.
It's like a South Park situation. You're like, wow, I didn't expect that to come out of a 9-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you that.
And then the dude just like throws his drink on the floor in like a random public space. It's just like, what? Why are you doing that, kid?
Yeah.
Also, just the out of nowhere, suck your dad. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Maybe he was talking to the manager.
It's just so confused. I love it. I love it so much.
Fuck your father.
Yeah, fuck your father. Fuck your... Yeah, I remember that. I've been watching the Grumps lately.
Yeah.
Not the Game Grumps. Their other channel, the Grumps. What sells
oh
skits,
yeah, they're
they do what is it? What's that fucking thing? The thing where they sit next to each other and throw the dinosaur off a cliff.
What?
You know what I'm talking about. They throw the every level they throw a dinosaur. You know what I'm talking about. You do know what I'm talking about. You know.
There's a
They
you
throw
talking
the
about
dinosaur.
The penguin in Mar
No, no,
Talking
no,
about the
no,
penguin in
no,
Mario?
no, no, no. They check out 90s toys and candies, and then they throw a dinosaur off of their desk.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, you got it with desk,
Power
but
Hour.
not Cliff. What the hell?
Power Hour. The Power Hour.
Yeah. Oh, the 10-minute power. Yeah.
10-minute Power Hour.
I
yeah.
love the 10-minute power hour.
Yeah. I
Best
was
show
like,
they
what the
make
fuck are
right
you
now.
talking about? Dinosaurs off cliffs? What the fuck? Oh yeah, they got the little toy dinosaur on the table. Yeah.
Yeah. Where am I going? Oh, over here.
I haven't watched the 10-minute Power Hour in a while, but I remember liking it.
It's still great. Still,
I like that.
Just
I like
great.
that they have this thing where like some of them are just them dicking around, and other ones they like pretend to have like some kind of conflict, but like it's just them dicking around scripted instead. But like you can never really tell for a while until it gets ridiculous.
I just love it. I think it's great.
Yeah,
I think it's
fun.
The best show they make. I'm being straight up. I think it's fucking fantastic.
I would agree with that.
Especially because they just have a lot more freedom than on
Yeah.
their regular Game Grumps shit. Because
Sure.
they're like censored, and Aaron is such a
Yeah.
physical character, you know.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
So if he can't cuss and he
I
can't
watched it-
like look funny on camera, well, what's he got? Those
I
are the
watched
two
this-
best things.
I watched this crossover video they did with some other group. I forget who,
Yeah.
but I saw it on Facebook a while back. Maybe you've seen this. It's
Possibly.
they were tasked with doing like a Mario trivia game.
Ooh.
After every question, the person who got it right gets to choose like one of two boxes, and then they both at the same time push the box, and either like some coins
this
fall
was
out.
a Good Mythical
or-
Morning.
Yeah.
I remember this. Back when
and, like,
they
literally-
were, like, better. I see.
Yeah, and like literally every fucking box that was bad with like food in it was just fucking Dan every fucking time. And like by the end of it, you could see that he was so sick of their shit, and you could hear the fucking crew in the back just laughing their asses off.
I love Good Mythical Morning.
I've never actually like.
I
seen,
used to.
Like,
They
I
got.
never watched them.
They got weird. They
Okay.
got really weird.
Okay.
I don't want to impugn them too much because I think they're mostly again just trying to work within YouTube's Garbo
YouTube standards.
guidelines.
Yeah, makes sense.
But they did this weird thing where they like apologized for being part of like a Christian group, but that
But
as far as I could tell, that Christian group like didn't
do
do
anything.
anything?
It's like Chris
like,
Pratt.
it was like, well, yeah, it was like, oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I had a membership at the Y, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, what the?
Why are you apologizing?
Why are you apologizing? This was never a
It's a gym.
problem. What?
It's a gym.
Yeah, so it's just like weird.
It's kind of weird.
It kind of made people uncomfortable. And I was
They're
like,
like, why are
I might
you-
be
why apologizing?
misrepresenting it, but
Did
like,
they do something?
from
Like
all I
did
could
they-
tell on the surface, I was like,
Were there
what
like
the-
were there too many Catholic priests involved? Is that what's happening? Or
Maybe, I don't know.
Seems kind of weird.
Yeah, but they also their stuff just, I think again this is part of the YouTube thing, but their stuff just doesn't hit as hard anymore. You know, it's
Okay,
like
sure, yeah.
it's just I think they worry about what they say too much, which goes back to our earlier conversation.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
But
that was because you want to be monetized.
yeah, I get it, but
Yeah.
like, I think the more YouTube harps on that, the more they're just gonna not exist in the future. They need to push their adult content more, which sounds like
Well, I know there's actually an issue that's outside of YouTube's control.
Yeah, what is
which
it?
is the FCC got on their asses
for what?
a while back. Like this was a few years. I think this had to do with the
God.
child content.
Fucking hate the government.
You know,
What the-
you know,
I don't
you know, like
think
that.
YouTube
that
should
whole
be. Here's my. I understand what
Yeah.
you're talking about. And I know where this is going, so I'll just
Yeah.
lay my point out right like this.
yeah.
It's not YouTube's fault that like people are letting their kids onto YouTube.
Yeah, you know, but like it's the thing,
People
it's like,
shouldn't let kids onto YouTube.
I
Should
know,
not
but, like,
allow children
yeah.
onto their website.
a lot of the controversy that happened a few years back with all the like the child content or whatever on YouTube, a lot of that was because of the FCC basically suing YouTube.
Yeah, and the government is stupid and should go
Yeah.
away.
So as to say, it's like it's not entirely YouTube's
No,
fault.
I
mean,
understand it's not
I'm sure
entirely YouTube's fault.
I'm sure part of it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're guilt-free here.
Yeah, of course. No one would say
But like,
that.
but it's a bit more of a complicated issue than than just YouTube sucking.
But it's not more complicated than the government. Sucking.
Yeah, and nothing is ever less complicated than the government sucking. I think pretty much everyone can agree on that. Fuck the government.
Yeah. Finally got you on that anarchist life.
Hashtag anarchy.
Yeah.
Anarchy, bro.
Here's my thing. I wish anarchists wouldn't give anarchists such a bad name. The tenets of anarchism I'm super into, but
I mean, it doesn't
the
help
anarchists
that-
are like assholes.
it doesn't help that, you know, they associate with the word anarchy, which is not a very, it's kind of a negative word.
Well, depends on what you mean. The word anarchy just means that there is no man above another.
Yeah, but like that's always associated with like, you know, like nuclear warfare and shit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's
Like Armageddon.
that's similar to like,
Yeah.
you know, how nuclear power in general, for whatever reason, is associated with negativity, despite it being literally the cleanest energy source in the world. Literally the power source of the future. Literally.
Yeah, but, you know, it's kind of dangerous, you know.
Not if you like use a thorium reactor.
Yeah, but like, I don't know what that is, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's the fucking problem now, isn't it?
I mean,
That's
we saw what
exactly
happened.
what I'm saying.
We saw, what's it? The fucking
Fukushima?
factory explode. Well, no, the factory exploding one in what's itsville.
In
The
Russia?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Ukraine one.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Hey, was that what you said before?
No, I said Fukushima because it's the
Oh, okay.
Japanese one, which is
Yeah, no, I was thinking
more
Chernobyl, but yeah.
famous in the modern day, I guess. Well, Chernobyl's
Oh, yeah, I
pretty
guess
famous.
Chernobyl's pretty
It's the more
famous.
recent, but Fukushima happened more recently.
I always forgot that there was one in Japan that exploded.
Well, the awful one was that they got earthquaked, tsunami'd, and then nuked.
Yeah, twice.
Well, no, it all happened at once because the earthquake happened, then a tsunami happened right after that, and then you know no one was there to take care of the nuclear power plant, so it melted down.
It just exploded. Yeah. Yeah. No, I do vaguely remember that one. But yeah. So we've got you know that going on.
Yeah.
So you know that's kind of risky.
But
It's
again,
like, it's
when
clean,
we're talking
it's clean,
about
but, you know,
thorium energy,
yeah.
that meltdown factor is literally non-existent. Because all you have to do is drain the water from the tank that it's in, and then it has nothing to react with, and then it'll just peter itself out in minutes. So it's literally not even a factor.
Well, that's not what I learned watching pop culture movies growing up.
Wow. I'm so glad that that's where you got your knowledge on nuclear energy from.
I didn't learn that watching Independence Day.
Wow.
The aliens that got hacked by a MacBook.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You know, the MacBook is more powerful than what are we supposed to do?
I don't know. It's just like I didn't even like when I watched it for the first time when I was a kid, and like I was like, whatever, that makes sense. And then like I was watching a Nostalgia Critic review it. We were talking about Nostalgia Critic before, but I was watching Nostalgia Critic review it way back in the day, and he was like, Are you really trying to convince me that some random cable guy could just hack into the fucking alien motherboard, the alien mothership with a fucking laptop and plant a virus? Like, those technologies can't even be remotely similar, right? How the fuck does that work?
Oh, yeah, you're just trying to get my spells off, man. My spells. My spells. I'm a grand wizard.
What
Wait,
spells?
maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Hold on.
You're a different kind of grand wizard.
Let's walk that one back for a bit.
You're an okay wizard.
I'm a wizard that's not racist. A not racist wizard.
I am a not racist wizard. Oh, like, can you imagine like a modern fantasy story, or like, you know, like a modern day, like nothing is magic, but there's like this one guy who's like a wizard or something, and he's always introducing himself as like, I'm a wizard, but not the racist guy.
Not that wizard. Not that wizard.
not that kind of wizard.
It's a
you imagine
normal,
it.
everyday wizard. A great one. Maybe not a grand one. Let's not go there.
I am expertly wizardly.
What were we talking about this before? I thought I had a point to make about something, but I have no idea what it was.
Well, to be fair, there's 5 minutes left of the stream, so
Yeah,
maybe
that's
it's
fair.
it's probably good that you forgot.
It's fair.
Yeah, don't want to go on a huge rant with 5 minutes
I
left.
did. I wasn't a rant. It was just a point. But whatever.
Something
I
to
can't
do-
remember.
Something to do with nuclear energy.
Oh, yeah. Well, like,
Yeah.
even regular nuclear power plants are, like, extremely safe. If you actually look at the radiation deaths from nuclear energy compared to every other form of energy, it's second lowest behind solar.
Yeah, but like,
The radiation deaths, dude.
yeah, but that's not what happens in The Simpsons. So
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I should have thought of the Simpsons defense.
yeah, I've seen The Simpsons. The health inspector is an idiot.
Yeah, like, come on.
And there's like all that green goop everywhere.
Yeah, the three-eyed fish. Come on,
and
man.
the three-eyed fish. Yeah.
Cat, are you good? Why are you screaming? Oh, I guess I just don't get an answer to that. It's
You'll
just
find
gonna
out.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll find out in 5 minutes.
Hopefully, there's no one like invading the house or anything.
Nah. If someone was invading the house, I am certainly not in a position to defend this household. I'm all curled
Are
up
you-
and
are
my
you
back
wearing
hurts,
pants?
and I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants today. See, it's
Okay.
actually cold in the area right now, so
I see.
am in fact wearing pants.
Amazing. Oh my god, it's a big monster. That's not a bandit. That's a. Oh, those are bandits. Okay.
Those are bandits. Those are
I just,
actually,
like-
in fact, bandits.
I thought they were talking about the giant fucking like tusked troll monster. Back then.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Like, oh my god, it's a bandit. Like, that's not a bandit.
Oh my god.
Man, this Maelstrom ability really is just something, huh?
It's my favorite ability in the entire game.
Yeah. It's fucking
Yeah,
tornado.
if as long as you can get it off, kills everything in the area.
It's just tornado. You're just summoning a fucking tornado.
Right. Hit it with the maelstrom. Bonk.
Oh, it does certainly take a while to charge, though.
Yeah, all the grand spells really do.
I mean,
And
the
then you have
great
to wait
spells-
for Coop Falba to come here and
Yeah.
pat my shoulder so I can
I
feel
say, the
better.
tornado doesn't actually seem to be doing that much damage.
No, it's not. Let me try Giselle.
And the lightning seems to be doing more.
The lightning is, I think it's just weak to lightning, yeah. I think it might be
Oh,
a
that could
little
be
weak
it.
to ice, but its helmet
Is-
is
is
also
Ma-
on, so.
Is Maelstrom ice?
No, Maelstrom is dark, I think.
Oh.
Here,
It's not
if
weak to darkness.
It's weak to the darkness.
I cast magic missile. That's
That's an old school meme, brother.
Yeah.
God damn.
I remember I watched it because our mutual friend who was DMing for the first time showed us that video before we played D&D.
I still remember that time.
Yeah.
I was a real dickhead.
Well, I mean, what else is new? Hey, you finally get the guy.
I can't believe he just didn't, like, say no. Tell me to leave.
Well, especially when you're a new DM, like, you don't want to, like, overstep your bounds. You're always, like, really nervous about, you know, making sure everyone's having a good time and everything.
Yeah,
like,
but then I asked to be a liger, and then
Yeah.
just fucked up the whole campaign.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like when you're a new DM, like you don't want to you don't want to you're always so afraid of railroading people and stuff like that. It's just like, sometimes a little railroading is good. That's what I've learned as a DM. Is sometimes a little railroading is fine. Yeah, it depends on what your campaign is.
Get this,
but...
if you're stop rubbing my mouth. What are you doing? What? Oh, what the fuck was that?
Did someone biting your face?
No, cat just walked over and started rubbing my mouth.
That's sexy.
Nope.
We're going on roller coasters
We're
tomorrow.
going on roller coasters tomorrow. We're gonna go to one of them Halloween.
Like the Six Flags
Roller
Halloween.
coaster.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
like the Six Flags thing.
Okay,
The
yeah.
Halloween Six Flags thing.
Haven't
Man, I have not been to an amusement park in forever.
Right? Me too.
Yeah.
That's why we thought it would be cool. Anyway,
haven't
what's up,
been
cat?
on
Yeah,
a roller
should be fun.
coaster since I was like 13, and the last time I went to this place was on Halloween with my first boyfriend, and we held hands for the first time.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was really special, and it was a really nice night.
Cringe.
And then my dad threatened to kick me out when I got back home, and he told me that if I needed somewhere to live, I should live with that guy.
That's less sweet.
13?
Yeah.
13?
Why don't you just hang out
like,
with that
what the
fucking
fuck,
boy?
man?
Your boy toy over here.
What the hell?
Fucking holding hands. and
You
shit.
harlot.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Dads say the darndest things.
Anyway, I've been Purplite.
I've been ClearPearl. See you guys next time. We'll be back
See ya.
Monday. Monday's not a holiday or anything, so we'll be
No.
back Monday. We're gonna finish up Monster Rancher.
Hey.
Probably. Anyway, check us out below. We got a Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Discord. Links are all down there for you to keep up with all the latest happenings in ClearPearl Productions. Also,
Death trash.
fun.
Death trash.
The
Death
Moon
trash.
Crew.
Death trash. Death trash.
Speaking of trash. No, I'm just
Hey.
kidding.
We got new
Yeah,
stickers
look at-
out. Check them out.
You got new stickers on Moon Crew. Check them out. Use the code ClearPearl. You'll get 15% off of all orders and 30 more stickers. It's a good deal. Do it. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
See ya. Oh, God. Hold on. I got to Alt-Tab and then end the stream.
Okay.